Don't you? I'm not feeding you for another 20 minutes. I will get the can.
Oh, I forgot one dog.
Horrible creatures.
Where was the star chart?
How many maps have you made that you lost the star chart?
Well, I've made a bunch of folders
Hmm.
so I wouldn't lose stuff. There it is. There's the star chart.
So it's like a folder in a folder in a folder.
No, I don't. I don't double dip in folders. It's one level of folders.
You totally ruined my folderception joke, Jake.
Yeah,
I can't even say you have to go deeper.
All right. Currently, you are on planet 4. Mistaken, which is one of the cat planets. And Luke has come back from going out there with Theo and has explained to you that they need help because the Night Stalker clan is
A bunch of assholes.
is about to attack them, and the reason they're so scared, or the reason they're attacking them, that you found out, is because they can make the moon sugar and they can make the sky metal into weapons. So,
And I do believe my response to Luke was that we shouldn't interfere with them on their planet. However, if for some reason one of them was connected to one of the crewmen here on the Star Chaser, then I might be like a family thing. I might be compelled to help a crewman's family.
No one's gonna marry a cat person.
Yeah.
Could use them for trade. Have things they're willing to trade with us that we can get.
Yes, moon sugar.
And
That's a good idea. We could trade them the weapons and the things that they need to defeat these other cat people in exchange for something that we want.
We do have some decent firepower. Spare firepower.
I will also point out that you've got like 200 people and 50 tons of cargo in your ship.
well, yeah, I mean, we're not necessarily going to do that right now, but while staying in the system, we can be about dealing with their problem exchange.
So this moon sugar that we keep talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of moon sugar. What's moon sugar?
It's a drug.
It sounds like a drug.
Is it like spice?
It's like blue fever, but worse.
Are we spicing? Is anybody spicing? You got spice?
No, I have not watched Dune.
We should spice.
It's
You
not.
haven't watched it? Oh my god.
All right, let me clarify something. Melma's made a Swan Song reference. Jay is making a Critical Role reference, and now the actual thing that Spice is based on is being brought into play, and that is Doom. Just so you're all on the same page.
We're touching all the sci-fi bases.
And
Yeah,
yet, the
basically.
whole thing is referencing.
Skooma.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
on top of all that.
Yes, and all that comes right back to Elder Scrolls. So,
Or another option is we put our current passengers down, and they said that they were kind of allied with the Daywalkers, aka the Lions, and we could basically just run a couple passenger transport missions for stuff.
While on spice, is there any worms on this planet?
You don't know. You haven't asked. Jay might know because he hacked the research files to find out if they're cannibals or not.
I guess I said that out loud.
My research was purely cannibalistic.
Well, that's good to know.
Worms on this planet? I mean, that's something that might have stood out. Would you like me to make a check?
Yes.
Of?
Just a straight intelligence check.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, let me play the button.
There's the button.
Normally it lets me click on intelligence and roll something, but it's not letting me click on intelligence and roll something.
Oh, you have to. I forget. In this system, you actually have to use a skill. You can't just use the stuff. So let's do a history.
Oh, that's bad.
Can I help him?
Yeah, you can roll above.
Do I get an advantage since I hacked a computer?
This game doesn't have advantage.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
the +1.
Yeah, but you can use an assist. But then Theo can't assist you.
It's up to you, man.
You can. You can try to assist.
All right, make me a history roll with intelligence, and if you roll above a 8, it's successful, and he gets a +1.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Look at that. All right, roll that history check.
Okay.
All right. From what you gathered from the information in front of you, you just generated 2 successes, so you know the thing. Would you like to spend 2 of those and tell me what you know, or save those for later?
Yes. There are worms, but they're really, really small, but super deadly poisonous.
Oh man.
All right. Awesome. That is
If
now
you
canon.
But if you ferment them in whiskey while it's in a keg, you can eat it for hallucinogenic effects.
So
I'll let that stand. Yeah, sure.
Jesus Christ.
So mind-altering worms.
awesome.
Small caveat. These worms crawl up will crawl into your skin and just start digesting you from the inside out.
You can't say that. I got to tell you the thing. You don't tell me the thing.
I get to add to it.
That's
Oh, dear.
a gay addition.
Well, I'm going to point out that I have several complications that I haven't
He has
used
the
yet.
power to say F you and
So here's the real question. Can they burrow through power armor?
No,
Okay.
you're fine.
So basically, these cats are screwed no matter how you look at it.
Also, you know that these worms are only in the most arid and dry places.
Like the place we're at now.
Yep.
Hush, beast!
You don't know. Maybe they're part of the moon sugar.
Mm.
It would explain why moon sugar would be hallucinogenic.
So I don't see any reason why we can't conduct this trade now. I say we gather all the excess guns and munitions that we have, and we get them onto our vehicle. We fly them over to this clan, and we offer a trade and say, look, we'll give you the weapons to fight your enemies if you give us something.
Well. Are you gonna shut up and let me speak, dog? I, for some reason, don't. You're an asshole!
That dog is awesome.
Doug is not down with that plan.
I don't foresee it working.
Well,
very
it's not a surprise to me that a dog would not want us to deal with cat people.
Hush!
I mean, come on now.
It's not a surprise at all.
We can go
well.
try.
Dog's an asshole.
Noma, you want me and you go hop in the grab flyer and go see if we can sell them some guns for some drugs? That sounds a lot worse when I say it out loud.
It kind of sounds like Operation Fast and Furious, except the drug dealers ended up with all the guns and the drugs.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
these guys probably have no idea how to use it properly, so it's probably not going to be worth anything to them.
That
well,
would be
you
the
can-
biggest thing.
You can, you
Show
can
them. It only
teach them.
takes a second.
You can teach them, Luke. You've been doing an amazing job with what's her name, right?
She already had training.
Oh, I bet she did.
Oh, did she?
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Got
either
my
way,
cell phone.
you're a good teacher, Luke. You can go with us and you can teach them how to use the gun.
What I hear, you're a great teacher.
There's
We
probably
don't have
enough room for all of us in the.
to teach them properly.
Look, it's point and shoot. Like, we don't have to teach them properly. We just teach them enough.
You show one how to do it, they can teach the rest.
You people have never gone through military training, have you?
Yeah.
Luke,
I mean,
I did not go through military training. That's true, but I have gone through the School of Hard Knocks, and you learn those things there.
And you also probably learned it took you a lot of spent ammunition to figure out how to shoot properly.
No.
Oh, not for me.
Anyway.
Whenever I fire, if I think I miss, I can just redirect the bullet anyway.
Look,
Sure.
it's a way to help. Do you want to help these people?
He makes a point. You're the ones that came to us saying we should help them. I think
wanna
this
help
is the
these
best way we can help.
If you want to help, or if you want drugs, whatever your motive is, this is the way to get them.
Sure as hell don't want drugs. Anyway, I think.
Look, I think it's pretty clear at this point that there are some of us here that would legitimately like to help these people, and some of us here just seem to really want drugs. But we can all get what we want by doing this.
I would,
Drugs with money.
I would say that right when he says, or when Melma says that, a little icon pops at the bottom of the screen that shows a pie chart, and it shows amount of people that just want to help them. Very small sliver. People that want drugs. The rest of the circle. Continue.
Well, the way I look at it is we have weapons, which you can get anywhere in civilized space, really. So if we can get moon sugar, that is apparently a very localized drug, that apparently is worth getting. I've never heard of it before, but apparently it's worth getting. So it's exotic. That's worth the guns times like a lot in actual money talk.
I just want to point out that it's very likely that they're not going to teach us how to make this. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to secure an alliance in which one of you connects yourself to somebody that knows how to make these things. And then
Melma,
once we take that person with
marrying
us,
a cat.
No one's marrying a freaking cat. Anyway, if you really want moon sugar, I'm thinking the best way of doing that is offering to transport people. We don't even have to fight. We transport some of those daywalkers over if they're willing. That's probably going to do a lot more for them, and they're going to be a lot more grateful for that than a whole bunch of useless guns.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for the guns, to be honest.
I would vote that course. Perhaps the guns to start with, but
well, here's the thing.
Over.
We don't know what kinds of things they have for trade. I mean, we know they have drugs apparently, but they could have some other things that we're interested in as well. Trade is the power here.
They will not trade the drugs.
You know that they also have rare metals that are used in making things like nanoblades that bypass power armors, thicknesses, and stuff like that.
Now, see, there's a thing that's equally useful.
Cats are attacking.
Look, all I'm saying is we can go there and we can hope that maybe we get drugs, but if we don't get drugs, we can also get this metal perhaps, or some techniques of forging it that they know that we don't. We can get things by giving them guns. So I think this is probably our best avenue.
I'm going to go feed the dogs so they stop whining at me. The dogs.
Okie dokie.
So all in favor of trading these cat people guns, just say aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Sure.
Well, that's a majority right there. I say let's do this.
But I point out again that I don't think they're going to go for
get
guns.
an inventory of our stuff.
That's a fantastic idea. We should work on that, Amara, you and I. So yeah, and then I think Mel would go off and let's take stock of what all the guns we have.
So I want to know: are you guys flying the scientists to the moon base, and then, or to the to the repair dock on the moon of the second planet, or are you telling the scientists who just spent half a day loading all this equipment to GTFO and then?
Well, I think this conversation is kind of going on while they're still loading, right? So my thought is if we can move quickly enough that maybe we can get these guns, we can get our supply onto our, mobile vehicle thing, fly over to them, try to conduct this trade, and then fly back in time to get them to, take them along.
Okay. So we're
It
happening
doesn't
during.
take us very long to get over there.
Yeah.
Well, Jay won't be able to come. Well, yeah, this will be later in the day after he's already pissed some people off. So yeah, this will be. Everybody, I think, would be free. The only one that might not be is Amara because she's still trying to make minor repairs to the ship.
So, question: I have a
Okay.
number of things that under my languages that we got. It was basically the stuff that Dom and I got from the derelict after we went back with Theo. Did that stuff get added to the general item pool? 5A batteries, 6 semi-auto pistols, 2 mag rifles, 6 mag pistols, a spike thrower, a sniper rifle. Like, did those things get added?
We
I didn't add them.
have shit in so many places that I honestly don't know anymore. Because I was trying to keep track of things on, but that wasn't working. So whoever took
I never added anything to it.
Yeah,
Have it all
I'm looking at the ship's inventory, and I don't think it got added. So we'll have to add that as well.
No, it didn't, because things shifted around. This hasn't, the item inventory on Star Chaser hasn't been updated in a while because I haven't been able to get information in any sort of a.
All right, do you want me to make you like a little notebook that says inventory? That way everyone can have access and add stuff to it?
Sure.
I just noticed that I actually have the ability to interact with the character sheet now, so I can help keep the notes in regards to that stuff.
Everyone should have access to the Star Chaser's main sheet.
Yeah, there was a time when I didn't, and I just realized that now I do. So,
Do y'all want to just use that then?
yeah, it's fine. I'll work on updating these notes.
Because I understand there's like several different things, and I'd hate to add another thing for people to keep up with. I tried to keep it in folders where it's all together with each other so people can see what all they've got tagged together, but I'm trying to make it easier on you, but it's not like we're in person. Everybody's got a trapper keeper with this stuff in it. I'm sorry, Cheryl. Don't kill me.
It's not your fault.
You're totally right. It's Steven's fault.
Hey, don't blame me. I just noticed recently that I could do this, so now I will help out and do that.
Totally blaming you.
Would you, before we continue, Jake, would you check my goals real fast while we're figuring out what we got?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. I know that we had the same things written down, Stephen. So And, if you're gonna update it, then I'm just gonna sit back and let you do it. 'Cause
Yeah,
if
I'll do it.
you try to do it, then it's gonna fuck everything up.
Updated.
That is a huge XP. Do you really believe that I'm that bad?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I thought that was gonna be easy.
3-digit number. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, good lord.
Ah! Why is that there?
Everyone else has their goals updated, right?
Yep.
I think so.
God, if I manage just that one goal, that's gonna put me above my level.
Checking MR. You've only got one goal.
I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I haven't.
Izzy,
All right.
you want up?
I just wanted to make sure that you hadn't typed something and it's not updated. All right.
No, I'll send you
A whisper when you get them done. Okay.
Oh, good. My dad's home, so I can move and not have to worry about the dogs anymore.
All right. Awesome.
Well,
Just in time. All right, guys. So, what's the plan?
Hi, Dad. How's work?
I guess we're gonna load up munitions that we have that's spare. I don't know what all we had aside from the 6 mag pistols and ammo that we found on that other ship. I know we don't want to give away the spike thrower, probably. Don't know if the void carbine's worth keeping.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, Mom.
I doubt the spike.
Yeah. So we could always give them a few medical supplies too, I guess. If the captain thinks that we have enough abundance.
You
I
really
think the
don't.
weapons are enough.
Someone's been mixing chemicals. Hey, Cheryl, would it? You're crapping out on us pretty a good bit. Would it be better to switch to Skype for you?
Is it just
See, right then, all I got was "is it just" and then nothing else.
right? Hold on. Let's try that. I had to change my sensitivity.
Oh yeah, that's tons better. Tons better. All right. Now you had said something before Jay said something about the medical supplies, and you kind of cut out it towards the end. What did you say?
I was just talking about the spike thrower.
Okay.
All right. Well, you said the spike thrower was what?
Mine.
Not going to be.
Okay. So, let me take a look and see what the ship's got.
We've kind of been scavenging the weapons from just about every single encounter. So, to an extent, I wouldn't even be surprised if we could just kind of say, hey, we have X amount of whatever and we have it. Because I'm pretty sure from the encounters we've had, we've amassed a good number.
You've amassed a pretty good bit of ballistic weapons that none of you use,
Well, I
except
got
for
the spike
Theo.
thrower. I
Yeah.
think I mentioned that I have a spike thrower and a mag pistol along with a thermal pistol in my bedroom along with my monoblade, then extra mag pistol and ammo in the bleh. What's it called? Lodge. No. Bridge.
Cockpit.
Yes, cockpit.
Yeah,
Cockpit.
yeah, the cockpit.
Well, but we're only looking at things that are specifically willing to be gotten rid of.
Okay.
I know you have the 4 combat rifles that are suppressed. They have suppressors. You have 3 semi-auto pistols that are suppressed, and a sniper rifle that's suppressed.
Yep.
Yes.
So I know you have all of those. You
I know
also
we got a shit ton from the thing that Theo was floating on.
you got a good bit. I know. You also have probably a lifetime supply of stun rounds. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for what it's worth, like the sniper rifle, if we wanted to branch this out, if we got one sniper rifle that we can give to these people, if they want to, I could teach that person specifically how to do the sniper rifle, and then we could always branch it off a little bit and take just a little bit of time, just like, hey, this is it, this is how this works, do this, and bang, pull the trigger.
someone roll me a tactics roll.
I got this. I think, but I'll check.
What's your bonus on it?
As depends on what score I'm using.
It'll be intelligence.
I got a 0.
I got a 1.
Oh, okay.
So Luke, you could assist Dom.
I'll try to assist.
So roll above an 8, and he gets assisted. Oh yeah. So you've got a +1 assist bonus there.
Yeah, but
Jake.
see, now he succeeded. I don't want to roll. I think we should just take that one.
Too late.
It's already been declared as an assist. Sorry.
I'm gonna fuck it up for everybody.
It's okay. We've got 58 minutes in the hour. There you go. And you got 2 tactical successes. So hey. All right. So the number of weapons you're looking at, you can probably arm 15, 20 of them tops. And from what Theo and Luke brought back, the Night Stalkers are coming in the hundreds.
So yeah, pretty much worthless.
I would consider 15 armed individuals more than worthless, even if you're talking numbers like that. It might be enough if they're not expecting it to throw the Night Stalkers off. If they don't see it coming and all of a sudden they've got projectiles being fired at them.
Now, I'm not saying that it's completely useless as an idea. I'm just pointing out that you can arm a small fraction of the Khajit, but the Night Stalkers are rolling in the hundreds. So you may want to think about how the Khajit will do with this, because they're not used to using these newer modern aged weapons. They're used to using bows and arrows and slings and swords and stuff like that.
Well, 300 Spartans with swords held off a Persian army.
At a very specific choke point.
Precisely.
And they were heavily armored versus very, very lightly armored enemies. This is kind of like
you're missing the point. You're missing the point. If they take it to a choke point that they have defended and they have superior firepower, they can hold a choke point.
Yes.
But it's okay.
But you also have to remember the Spartans were trained in the combat style they were using.
Let's just keep going.
Still not saying it's a bad idea to give them weapons, but I don't think they will think. You don't think that arming these guys will be enough to actually help them. it might be enough to convince them that it will win them the battle, but most likely it is not going to win them the battle alone.
I'm not
They'll
concerned.
think they'll win the battle and then they won't.
I'm not concerned with them winning a battle or a war. I was just saying that we could take it over there, we could offer it to them for a trade, we could hype it up, give them the hope that they obviously need, and then we get what we want out of it, and they best of luck.
Or, we could sit there with a flat cannon.
Got to talk to the captain about that. She didn't seem very invested.
Sitting there with a flat cannon would definitely win them the day.
I mean, that sand thrower would probably.
Let me
Question: the assault suit listed on the front of the Star Chaser, that was the one that eventually got repaired and became Luke's, right?
I believe so.
And that's listed on his character sheet, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
So it doesn't need to be all the Star Chaser.
I just deleted it.
Okay, I have a suggestion here. Our ship is capable of entering atmosphere,
Yes.
and we have a sand thrower.
Yes.
And we have a multifocal laser.
We do?
Yes. That was one of the new additions.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
just not on the Star Chaser sheet yet for some reason.
Okay, well, that's fun.
I updated it and then it didn't update. What the hell?
The multifocal laser?
Yeah. Well, the whole sheet. I updated it and then it's not updated, so I don't know what the hell happened. Okay, something's going on here.
I think it's because you and I are probably trying to mess with it at the same time. I'm updating the front of the character sheet right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't try to.
I
Yeah,
won't mess with it right now then.
because that will make it
Focal
just.
laser and the atmospheric configuration. So
Yeah, this thing
we
could
would be
easily
able
blow
to
up
enter the
pretty much
atmosphere.
entire tribe. Like, no ifs,
Exactly.
ands, or buts.
And it wouldn't take much effort from us. I don't think.
I'm pretty sure we
use
just
the
kind of do a
ship
couple of flybys
in
and
combat.
completely level the Night Stalker population.
And terrify them.
Oh, yeah.
What's a multifocal laser?
It's a giant laser.
Awesome.
You're not that old.
All right.
Laser and energy weapons are not new to you.
Okay. Just checking.
There's probably something that wasn't just readily available to you as a resistance member, though. But they're not like unheard of.
Okay. But I would not be used to them, though.
You wouldn't be used to operating them, no.
No, he's got gunnery. He could use them.
Yeah, I guess you could use the gunnery ones because it's going to operate the same as machine guns and missiles and stuff.
It's huge. I can use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the munitions update is that we have close to 40 different weapons. We have 3 semi-automatic pistols that are suppressed. We have 6 regular semi-automatic pistols. We have 2 mag rifles, 12 mag pistols, 2 spike throwers, a void carbine, 4 combat rifles that are suppressed, a sniper rifle that's suppressed, a regular sniper rifle, a laser pistol, and 2 thermal pistols. So we can
And
definitely
that's
arm these people.
everything?
Everything on my character sheet.
Or is
plus
that
what
just
was
the
already
stuff
in the
that's
inventory.
not on your character sheet and what was in the inventory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget there's also a spare monoblade floating around.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah,
it.
probably a few of those. Stun batons.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you've got a lifetime supply of stunner ammo that you could give them as real ammo. I mean, if you're just trying to convince them to trade with you instead of actually helping them. Now that boosted toolkit.
Amara would actually not be at all opposed to using the ship in an attempt to help.
I'm looking at the sheet right now, and I'm seeing the toolkit and the vac skin, the boosted one. Aren't those on your character sheet, Amara?
What?
Oh, the front of the Star Chaser inventory locker.
Uh-huh.
At the bottom, it says toolkit, Postec boosted +2, and vac skin. Aren't those yours?
I had those stuff on the sheet that was general stuff and individual stuff. So I have a boosted pre-tech toolkit. We don't have a boosted post-tech toolkit.
Okay, I think
red post tech, but I'll fix it.
Okay.
And everybody has, I know I have a vac skin. I think Luke has a vac skin.
Yep.
So those are claimed. But I mean, a lot of the stuff is kind of general, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I just sort of smashed it all together because a lot of it was stuff that was like the locker stuff from the very beginning that was part of the whole ship thing that is like each of us spent some money on it. So if you see anything that's on the list that you feel specific to your character, like if it's on, especially if it's already on your character list, then just feel free to delete it from the locker.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, think of it this way. They're probably willing to pay us a hell of a lot more if we just sit there and blast away these guys with our spaceship than they are for these weapons.
It would not only be more effective, but it would also be more visually
Intimidating.
interesting and intimidating to show them that, hey, we have all this power kind of thing.
Plus, you get to use your new multifocal laser.
Exactly. We haven't used any of our ship weapons yet.
Well, I shot some...
and we can stay just out of range enough that they can't do a darn thing.
So, what's the plan?
I like Amara's plan.
It's a good plan. My only concern would be with like the fact that it would mean that we're directly interfering.
Giving them...
Give them weapons, we directly interfere.
That's trade.
We're trading our services. That's a form of trade.
She's got a point.
Because we can actually get money for the guns as well. We can trade them anywhere. But we can also trade our services here. Not that difficult for us to do, and get a great boon out of it.
So the plan would be to go there and basically just intimidate these these daywalkers or whatever to not attack these other people.
Night Stalkers.
The Night Stalkers, yeah. Take them out pretty good. Enough that they will definitely think twice before attacking this group again. Like, having a small delegation of this group go out so that they're poof our ship is there, all of you die, kind of thing. To show them that we're with the Khajits.
So then, just to clarify, instead of giving them instead of trading the guns for them so that they could kill each other, we would actually be killing their enemies for them.
Pretty much.
Yes. But with less effort.
Yeah. Think of it this way. Would you be happier about the guy who gave you a water bucket to fight the fire in your house, or the guy who put out the fire for you?
What does everybody else say to this?
And depending on your level of happiness, how much are you? Because we can make it sound like, oh, this is a whole lot of trouble for us, and it's going to take a lot of work for us to do this. We can, but we're going to need some more compensation.
I hate to be the person that does this, but also remember that your ship is damaged and you're having to pull power from a lot of systems so it can operate, fly and stuff like that.
Well, we pulled power from the system so we could get to the station faster.
Yeah.
Right.
But those can always be undone.
We just need to
or rerouted to supply it to the web. Exactly.
Yeah, and to do that quickly, you'll just need a roll. I'm just pointing out that's one of the factors you should look at too.
Well, we wouldn't even really need to do it quickly. Once we get in position, we probably have all day.
It took Amara 2 days to get it.
I think he means the repairs, not the actual shooting of the thing.
Oh.
No, I mean rerouting the power and running it through without frying any additional systems.
Yeah, that's the repairs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because it took Amara 2 days to get it set up where it would go faster to get to the repair dock. So her converting it's not going to take as long, but it is going to take her to repair some circuit boards and stuff like that to get it to go to the actual weapons.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps how to take this group of scientists where they need to go and get
about 16 to 20 hours.
If we're booking it.
Okay.
That's
and
to
the
get
rerouting of.
So it's going to take us probably close to 2 days to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any indication of when these Night Stalkers are attacking?
No one asked.
I guess we'll ask when we get
But,
there.
well, what I'm thinking is since all of this discussion is going on, hits are being loaded up, is have our group go over to the Khajit to negotiate, and then once we've made the deal, Amara can set to work rerouting the systems on the way to and from the planet. It's determined that the Night Stalkers are too close to allow that time.
So the other thing we need to consider was that the scientists and the unloading. Like right now, we're having this conversation right now while they're doing that. Like if we're going to use the ship for anything, then that means we're prioritizing. Like we're either delaying them getting back to their ship or to their place and telling them, hey, you're going to have to wait while we drag you along for this, or we're just not helping the cat people. One of the reasons why I was talking about trading them with the guns is because we can take all that stuff, all the weapons and stuff and the ammo that we have, and we can stick it on our smaller portable grav vehicle that we have, and we can fly over there while they're still doing the stuff on the main ship, make the trade, come back, and while the ship's doing all that stuff, and then fly off. Otherwise, we're dragging the scientists into it as well, and if they know that we're going to be doing this, they might, that could impact the interactions we have with their people going forward, because they're the ones, didn't they say they don't want us they don't interfere with these people at all or whatever?
They said they do minor trading with them,
Yeah.
but they don't like directly interfere with their interclannical relations.
So if they feel strongly about that, and we're like, oh hey, by the way, while we're picking you up, we're going to drag you along while we interfere with these people's relations, when they get back to their place, it could impact the other stuff we're.
Here's a suggestion. 2 birds with 1 stone. Take the weapons and trade the weapons for some stuff, and then me and Nico try and figure out how far away they are, how long it's going to be. Because if they're a week out, then we have plenty of time to take the scientists back, do the rerouting, and return. I mean, if there's not enough time, then at least we've given them something. But we don't know unless we act.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so y'all are loading the grav flyer up with munitions and heading to the Khajits.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Are all of us going? Or does somebody need to stay behind with the ship while everybody loads?
Dr. Cole's there if you need her to watch the scientists load stuff up. She's already out and making sure no one gets near her mobile laboratory, so.
Yeah. So she wouldn't be coming in any case.
I wasn't necessarily worried about.
Well, I promise you, the scientists aren't going to take off and leave you leave you in your ship, so.
Oh, that's not a worry either. I was just wondering if somebody needed to stay there for the loading process.
Nah, you've got a warbot.
All right, I'm done with updating the sheet. If somebody wanted to, I think they was trying to update the ship's thing.
Yeah, the fittings and stuff.
Yeah.
Be right back. I need to do something.
All right. Is Dom back yet? I'll take that as a no. By the way,
I'm wrapping up this conversation.
It's okay. The Void Carbine, Amara, did you get a chance to look at that Void Carbine?
Where did we get that?
Off that Maple Leaf ship.
No, I didn't specifically look at it yet. Me, out of character, I didn't.
Amara might have, though.
Yeah. If it's amongst the other stuff that was found, then she probably at least looked it over a little.
All right, I'm very sorry about that. It's been a rather rough day today for myself and Kathy, so she was spilling her woes to me over the phone, and now she's on the way to get on, so I'm back.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Ah!
Void Carbine. I think Amara would have looked at that and said, we probably don't need to get rid of that.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't have been something I would have gotten rid of anyway, because it's unique.
Well, also you can use it in 0 atmosphere.
unlike conventional firearms.
Yeah, it's just like an energy weapon. It can be used in space.
Woo!
Just saying. Maybe you should.
Okay, shit's updated.
All right.
Want me to do a roll or something?
Yes. Well, wait until y'all decide if you're going to reroute the power and stuff. Because if you're not, there's no point in you rolling for it. Be a waste of one of your perfect 14s. Actually, yeah, go ahead and roll as many times as you want. It won't count for shit, but maybe you'll get some bad ones in there. All right.
So it won't count unless I roll ones, huh?
Exactly. All right, so you load up the grav flyer with the munitions you're going to load it up with. Are you going to give them actual ballistic rounds, or are you going to give them stun rounds? Ballistic rounds, y'all probably don't have a shit ton of, but you probably got enough for like 2 clips per weapon and stuff like that. But
I say we actually let's not shaft them. Let's give them actual rounds.
okay,
Why not?
the stun rounds, on the other hand, y'all got a lifetime supply of stun rounds. One
Why not?
person.
Well, it's not like we're going to be using the stun rounds anytime soon without the ballistic weapons.
Yeah. And if y'all are getting rid of all the ballistic weapons,
Exactly.
Yeah, if we're getting rid of all of our ballistic weapons, we can get rid of all of our ballistic ammo.
Well, let's not
And
be
just tell
hasty.
them, this stuff over here won't kill people. This stuff will.
Let's not be hasty on getting rid of all of our ballistic ammo. I mean, myself and I believe Theo use ballistic ammunition.
I do.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is if we're getting rid of all the guns, we get rid of all the corresponding ammo. If we're not getting rid of all the guns, we don't get rid of all the corresponding ammo.
I mean, I've got a pretty good supply personally for ammo. And I imagine Theo does as well. So I'm
The other thing is
perfectly
we don't necessarily have to give them all the munitions we have. We just
Right.
look at the like Jake mentioned, the void carbine. We'll probably want to keep that. Even outside of the spike thrower that Luke has, we have 2 more. We might want to keep one maybe.
I'm just keeping mine for just in case it gets up close and personal. And it's time to blow people's heads off.
because a monoblade and a thermal pistol are not enough for up close and personal. He's also got to have a shotgun.
A man has to have options.
Well, here's the thing.
Gunophile.
The shotgun deals a shit ton more damage. The monoblade's more of, oh shit, they closed in on me while I was engaging at medium range. Looks like I have to fight close range. This is, I'm planning to be close range and in your face and you're going to die.
Let's skip over the plasma projector you have too.
I thought that, oh, right.
I thought that was Luke specifically.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Also, I didn't have it on any. I didn't have it on any of my sheets, and it wasn't on the main sheet.
you went and bought one, so
No, I didn't. I didn't buy a plasma projector.
did you not? I thought you went and bought a plasma projector.
No, I just bought powered armor and an improved monoblade.
Okay. I could have swore you bought plasma projector.
No.
Okay, strike what I said about that. Anyway, so you load up the gun and munitions that you all are going to take to them. You get there.
So what
do you
are
do?
what do we want to take? Is there anything on this munitions list on the Star Chaser that anybody thinks they want to keep? They want to hold on to?
1 mag pistol, 2 mag pistols.
Anything else? I mean, we're going to keep the void carbine. The void carbine also.
I probably wouldn't get rid of any of your laser weapons
There's just 1 laser pistol.
and 2 thermal pistols.
Or does anybody not have a thermal pistol?
I know Amara had one. I'm not sure if that's the one on the list or not. but I know she had one. We probably got them elsewhere as well.
Yeah. We tend to.
You
Oh
might
yeah,
want to keep.
yeah, that's right. I currently have. Is one of those damn it. One of the combat rifles suppressed. That's probably one of the ones that I have listed right now. Okay. But that can go away.
Okay.
So there's only
I
3
am
combat
fine with my
rifles?
shear rifle, laser pistol, stun baton.
Okay, so we're keeping 2 mag pistols and a void
Since I'm
carbine?
no good with projectiles anyway.
Yeah. The mag pistols are for in case of emergency. We're placing one in my cabin, and then one in the bleh, cockpit
Bridge.
bridge. Damn it.
Also, there's 7 grenades.
We're not getting rid of those.
Oh, we're keeping all the grenades.
Where did we get so many goddamn grenades?
Someone bought them.
All right, so the first 3 things on the list we're keeping. Everything else we're getting rid of, from the semi-automatic suppressed pistols down. Or does anybody want to keep one of those spike throwers?
I'm keeping a spike thrower.
Where
But
do
We
you
have
find
2
the
more up.
where do you find the rules for the suppressor? I've been looking for that. I don't see it anywhere.
That's something out of Traveler. I converted over.
he made it up basically.
So basically, do you want the suppressed sniper rifle instead of the sniper rifle you have?
No, I'm not giving up my baby. If I can take the suppressor off of that one, sure.
It's integrated. It's a weapon mod.
Fine.
It's something you could disassemble the rifle to get it and reassemble the rifle. It'd take time, whereas you could just go buy the mod later.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's my girl. She's my boo thing. She's got a name, but I haven't thought of it yet.
I think you just thought of it, Boothang.
I'm gonna name her Amara, and I'm gonna snuggle with her at night. I mean, not Amara, damn it, Melma. I'm gonna name her Melma, and snuggle with it at night.
I was gonna say.
Hey, you calm down.
Amara would almost fit more. I mean,
Calm
she's
down
sort
over
of
there.
like,
You got
sort of
Dr.
the-
Cole on this ship. You don't need another one.
she is sort of like, she prefers tech to people. So and naming a tech after her and snuggling with her, it makes sense.
That's
My-
a weapon, not a tech.
I mean, weapons are technology too.
More violent
I
technology.
think that's the list of the weapons that we would be taking, minus the ones that we mentioned keeping.
Yep. Okay.
So 1 less spike thrower. Now,
Oh,
when
yes.
when you
Or do we want to keep both of them just for shit?
Did we only have 2 total? Because I thought Luke had 1, and then we had 2 more.
No, Theo has his. I don't know if Luke got another one.
Wait a minute,
Luke has a
Theo,
spike thrower.
Theo doesn't have a spike thrower, does he?
No, I don't. Should I have one?
I thought that was one of like your like you have like a cherry, a candy, a Bill, a Ted.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't have a spike thrower. One was a mag rifle, the other one was a mag pistol, and a heavy
Oh,
machine
okay,
gun.
you have a mag rifle instead of a spike thrower. Okay, my bad, my bad.
1 second. Yes.
I'm trying to make this less complicated. I'm not very helpful, am I?
Okay.
Would you like a spike thrower, Theo?
What? Sorry, I was
I was talking to Theo.
That's close range, right?
very close range.
What's the encumbrance on that?
2.
I think it's basically a shotgun.
It is a shotgun.
I could use some kind of close range weapon, yeah.
It's a triple shot shotgun.
All right, then add a spike thrower to your inventory, and I'll take one off, and we'll be giving away 1.
Alright,
3d8 damage.
cool.
Useless after 30 meters.
40.
I'm sorry, 40 meters.
So what is it, like 540
No, it's 30. It's
Wait,
50.
really?
It's 10. It's 10:30. Yeah.
and 30? 3D.
Really? I thought it was 40.
Well, that's combat shotgun. Hold on. Nope, Jake. Luke
check
was
it out.
right. 2040.
I was
3D.
gonna say, I thought I had that
Yeah.
written down right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing.
it's the TL4 version of a combat shotgun, except it shoots 3 shells at a time.
It has the
And-
option of shooting 3 shells at a time.
Yeah. And it's pretty damn devastating.
At close range. Very close range. But, if it melts the enemy, it's worth it.
And it can burst fire.
Yes.
That's an additional +2 to hit and damage.
But uses 3 rounds.
Yep.
Now, mind you, it holds 15.
Okay, guys. So you load up with what you're going to take.
Is there anything else that's in the general item pool that we think we might want to try to trade to these guys?
No, I mean, none of that stuff they'll be able to use.
Like we have 5 flashbangs and 6 thermal flares, things that I didn't list under munition.
Yeah, there's no point in you trading them. I mean,
Okay.
You can put them in there if you want, but they're not going to equate any value to them. Now, if you're giving them the laser pistol and the thermal pistols, are you going to give them some way to? Are you just going to give them 1 battery apiece because they have no
We
way
took
to
those off
Oh, okay.
because I figure we'll keep all the energy weapons.
All right. So
I think
Just-
that's what the agreement was.
you'll probably want to keep the stun baton too because it's an energy weapon as well.
It is.
There's no way for them
That's
to
true.
recharge it. They don't have plug-ins. So,
If they did, they probably wouldn't be in this situation.
all right. Anyone but Amara, roll me 2d10.
Okay, I'll roll. 13.
Leaving me out, huh?
Well, you can roll 2 for this next roll.
I'm just kidding.
No, go ahead and roll. 2d10 again.
Wow, okay.
All right. It's good stuff to know. All right. So, how are y'all going to fly in and land and let them approach you, or are you going to, fly as close as possible?
Yeah.
All right. The same thing happens as before. You land, and a few minutes later, the female cat person and the chieftain come out with a group of warriors. The warriors lay their weapons at the ground in front of them, and then set Indian style in front, behind their weapons. And the chieftain and the lady set in the very front of them, and sit down and
That's
make
them asking them to talk.
gesturing you to sit down to talk about terms.
All right, so I guess when we sit down and
Yeah.
I introduce myself. I guess I start by asking, does anybody speak their language? Do they speak common?
They speak English.
Oh, that's good.
A few of them. Well,
Speak
Mara wouldn't.
slowly, though.
My name
Not
is
that
Captain Melma. Oh, my name is Captain Melma Sanst of the Star Chaser. And I guess I bow my head, like trying to be respectful.
The lady speaks to the chieftain and then turns back to you, and she says, "Well met, Melma of the Star Chaser, or of Star Chaser clan. I'm. Did I give you a name for her last time?
I don't think so.
All right,
Pretty kitty.
I don't know.
go Dun John.
Kitty, kitty.
My name is Prita of the Khajit, the Sand Cats.
It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Prita. We have come here for trade.
Trade. Your
Yes.
your man say you help us.
Yes,
I
we
bet
help.
you think of
We
something.
help with trade. We have weapons.
She turns back and looks at the chief and speaks to the chief. And then they whisper something back, or they talk to each other back and forth in their language. Theo, make me a linguistics check with wisdom.
See if he succeeds this time.
Yep.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, thank you.
You're
So you
welcome.
understand.
First one of the night. Thank you.
I
Do I
really
write
didn't
down
want him to
failures?
get complications during this because all I can think of is the Firefly episode where Mal accidentally ends up married.
Yes, I was actually thinking of the same one. Our Mrs. Reynolds. We all got to we all have to get drunk and roll a random dice to see who ends up woke up and accidentally married.
I would love it if it was the captain.
Yeah.
That's my favorite episode of Firefly, by the way.
Oh god, I love that one. But that's all I could think of. Like now that as soon as that popped up and it's a complication, I was like, shit. We're gonna accidentally fall into their marriage custom without even knowing it.
Actually, I think my favorite one. I like that one a lot, but my favorite episode is when she returns and that comes in on Nathan Fillion sitting on the edge of that thing, completely butt ass naked. Like,
Oh yeah,
well,
that's a good one.
That's the one where she says something like, "That's my husband," and he says, "Well, who ain't?"
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. She got me to shave my beard. You're going to the special hell. All right. So Theo, you think that they're from the little bit of language they pick, you're getting back and forth, and your knowledge of languages, you're pretty sure that you can keep on studying them and pick up their language.
Then I will do that.
All right.
Pay close attention.
Paying very close attention. All right. So
Can I use a perception success to do that or something?
yeah, make me a perception if you want to try to mitigate some of the pain I'm going to bring upon you.
Can I use a success to do the roll?
Yeah, you can use a success for an assist,
What's that?
and would be wisdom. Hey,
He did it.
you did the thing.
Yay.
Yeah, you're definitely watching close enough to probably a few more conversations with these people, and you can probably eke out a basic back and forth, like,
Purr.
hi, my name is, and where is the bathroom? I would like to go to the library, kind of thing.
Nice. That and cheese.
Yes, and cheese. Fromage. Anyway, so they're talking, and then, what did I just say her name was? Prita. Sorry, it's not a planned NPC, so she doesn't have a backstory or anything. Prita turns and looks back at Melma and says, "What are your terms?"
Handle this very carefully, Captain.
She's beating on a keyboard.
Apparently. Can't get her push to talk to work, so she's beating on the keyboard.
Oh, sorry. So I say, we're interested in acquiring star metal.
In exchange for
For our weapons.
what weapons?
So that's when I'd probably either take her to where we have the crates, or like for these weapons, or maybe like we bring the crates out and show them what we have.
It's probably more customary to bring the stuff to them.
Yeah, so we'll bring it out.
Yeah.
When we do, I'll say guns.
Guns.
Yes, very, very powerful. Shoot arrow very far and very fast. Kill many enemy.
It's a great way to overcome overpowering numbers.
Show us.
So that's what I would probably say. Did we bring any stun rounds along? Because we don't want to waste the ammo we're going to trade them. So maybe we can show them how the
figured we
guns
were gonna
work
dump
with
a
the
ton of
stun ammo.
rounds on them as well.
So yeah, so we can load up like one
Yeah.
of the guns with stun ammo. And I'll ask her like, I'll say like this safe you have volunteer to test on.
No.
She
You
turns.
can me. It's a stun round, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
stun
Yeah,
round, yeah.
You can. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
As soon as Dom says that without hesitation, I turn and I shoot the gun and the stun rounds into him.
I'm not even going to make you roll for damage or roll to attack. It's just going to be point blank. I'm guessing it's with the semi-auto pistol, right? You
Just
didn't use
one!
the sniper rifle, right?
Just
Yep.
one. It only needed one.
She
You
says.
You said to demonstrate.
You're not
You-
doing a
you
very
said
good job
use
of
me.
showing the lethality, though.
Just one.
She says, it fires fast,
We
but
can
it's
show them the lethality on something else.
Yeah.
preferably. She says, if it shoots fast, but it does nothing.
So then I ask her, you have enemy prisoner?
No, Khajit peace.
Or prey.
We keep no prisoner. We keep no prey.
Nothing to kill.
I say, do you know how to kill?
Only when we must.
I can't show you effectiveness without killing.
We have nothing to kill.
Hmm.
You have fruit, apple, mango.
Is there anything flying overhead or like anything
Make a perception
an
check.
animal nearby?
Get a complication.
We can all
Get a
do that.
complication.
With what attribute?
Intelligence. Oh yeah, there's a bird flying.
So I would point to Dom out the bird and have him and tell him to shoot it down with his own gun so they can see how the guns work.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Also, does that 10 get me any
That generates you 2 successes. Yes.
Do you want to use those to say that I shoot down the thing so I don't miss the thing and look stupid?
Are you afraid that you'll miss? Because with a sniper rifle, can't you just take a round of aim or whatever, then like automatically hit?
Oh, I use my sniper rifle.
So you
thought-
take a
It's like overkill, but
I thought we were talking like mag pistol because I got that on my hip, and I was like, okay.
if you would have used the mag pistol, the AC would have been 0.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at it. I'll see what I can do. Just I'm gonna look at the girl first, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be a loud bang.
She nods her head and she says to the chief and to the warriors, and the chief covers his ears, and the warriors stare up at the bird.
Okay, I don't want to startle. All right, so you want me to just roll an attack with a sniper rifle?
No.
Don't snap rifles automatically hit.
No.
They don't automatically hit, but he's got a scope
If he
on
takes
it. If he takes a round to shoot at it, I say he hits the non-evasive pigeon that's flying above his head.
That poor
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll expend a round.
All right, and boom! The warriors like sit back in shock, and the chieftain's nodding his head, and the bird's falling to the ground in like a tight spiral and hits pretty hard. Prita says,
Big kill.
"That seems dangerous."
That's the point.
Yes.
So our Night
very,
Stalkers.
very dangerous for Night Stalker. We show you how to use.
Speaking of which, when are the night
Amara probably pops up at some point with a question of how far away are the Night Stalkers?
Night Stalkers, many moons away.
Oh. Well, that makes things easy.
Travel at night, so they're slow. The daylight. She makes a gesture over her eyes, like she doesn't know
Blinds
the word.
them.
Blind.
Yeah.
Makes them unable
So-
to see.
When she says that, I would probably go to Luke and I would lean in and I would say, you know, if we're going to give them stun rounds, we could also show them how to set up targets and teach them how to practice with the guns, since it's going to be a while for their enemies to get here.
Yes.
And then
Here's an idea.
And that would give us enough time to see about negotiations for using the ship if need be, since that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Dom, make me another intelligent or a history check. You can use an assist.
Sir.
Intelligence.
Woo!
All right, you generate 2 more successes. Yay. From the data you read on the research from the research terminal, you know that the night cycles on this planet are very short, usually about 6 hours, where the day cycles are about 26 hours.
So, correct me if I'm wrong here,
So-
but it sounds like what they're saying is that the Night Stalkers are from an area that is very far away, and they can only travel at night. So it takes them a long time to get from point A to point B because they only have 6 hours to travel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So, Are they? God, they sound like fucking vampires.
Okay. So the Night Stalkers are not attacking soon then.
She points up at the sun and makes like a spinning her finger gesture, and then she puts up 5 fingers, then down, 5 fingers, then down, then 5 fingers.
25
So,
days.
like 15 days or something.
Yeah.
So we have plenty of time to run the people back, is basically what you're saying.
And make their readjustments and then be able to be in time to smoke some.
Sounds like we could do our other mission of attacking that space station and still have time to get back here in time. Am I reading this correctly, Jake?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of character, it will take the Night Stalkers, who travel very, very fast, but they only have a limited amount of time during this time of year. They get 6 hours of travel. They've traveled very far, but that's how they got word back before the Night Stalkers could get to them.
Because even if you only move half as fast, you have 3 or 4 times the amount of time to get there. Okay.
So I'll tell Parita that we will teach them how to use the guns. We'll give them the guns, and then in exchange we want star metal, and we want moon sugar.
Moon sugar is probably going to be a bit higher since they were pretty stubborn that it was a very sacred thing. So we'll see.
She shakes her head at the moon sugar. Moon sugar sacred. We cannot part with moon sugar.
Lots of star metal.
Lots of star metal we can do. Moon sugar, no. Moon sugar we can share, but we cannot trade.
Can we share moon sugar as a token of friendship?
She turns to the chief and speaks to him. They come back. And she nods her head and says, yes, moon sugar we can share.
Captain, I want to be friends with these people. I've never had moon sugar. I've done a lot of shit, but I haven't done this.
All right.
That intrigues me.
Amara with the kind of a, do we really want to do this?
Yep.
And Amara's probably giving you a look of, I ain't having any.
I'll agree to that deal then. We'll have we will consummate the trade agreement with a celebration or whatever, perhaps with some moon sugar, and it'll be lots of star metal in exchange for these weapons and us teaching them how to use them.
How about this? Luke will stay behind while you guys run the people back and teach them how to do this shit.
I can do the same for the sniper rifles if you want. I'll stay here with Luke and help him teach.
Yeah, so me and Dom could stick here and do a little bit of training. That way the scientists can be taken back home because,
Well, do you want to fly back in the grav flyer and then get your grav cycle and fly, come back, or do you want to just be left here without any mode of transportation?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So when they make that offer, I want to lean into Parita and I want to whisper something to her. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna send you a text of what I say to her, Jay.
Can I perception?
All right. Anyone can perception check it. It'll be versus her stealth.
Yes. I'm not being left alone here with Captain Melma telling secrets to the cat people.
Would that be wisdom, intelligence, what?
Wisdom.
And it's not worth. Oh, that's not bad.
Would it break my other perception?
Yeah, you're too intent on like listening to them talk with each other.
All right.
So Melma, the number to beat is an 11.
All right.
If you don't beat at least 8, even Luke hears you. Not that Luke's hard of hearing, but,
And what's the attribute?
Charisma.
That seems fair. It's a whisper. Oh, but JD hears him.
Luke does not, but Dom does.
So should I just send that to?
Yeah, whisper it to him. You can press up twice and then change the designation of the whisper, so you don't have to type it again. And Prita whispers back to you, yes, will. But she doesn't like try and hide it, so anybody that's really paying attention can hear it.
Well, we don't know what she's saying yet.
Right. That's correct. Unless you're Dom.
Yeah.
I do wink at her with my good eye.
She tries to copy your gesture, but she just blinks with both sets of eyelids a couple of times and then gives up.
All right, so I just look around and say, it sounds like we've struck a trade.
Yep. All right, so everyone switch.
Listens in towards Dom and says, "What did she say?"
I don't know.
I call bullshit, but I guess Luke would have to make a perception check versus that lie or whatever. I don't know.
No.
A deception versus perception?
Yeah, it would be a
Or something like
deception versus perception. It would be deception, charisma, perception, wisdom.
Oh fuck!
I don't even see deception as a thing.
So you might go with persuade instead of deception then.
Oh yeah, persuade is the deception skill.
Okay, so charisma versus charisma.
No, it's his wisdom. Your
Oh.
wisdom.
I already rolled, so fuck.
Yep, you beat him. You are convinced that Dom is telling you the truth.
All right, let me guess. Melma's trying to sell me off.
No, it's really nothing important. It's
Okay.
just Dom is a collector of secrets.
All right.
Dr. Cole.
All right, so by the adjusted timeline, it'll be the 23rd when the Night Stalkers attack, because 30-hour day or 32-hour days.
Mhm.
I didn't do all the math. I just guesstimated, but it'll be the 23rd is what we're going to say in game for canon.
And what day is it?
It is the 6th.
So
yeah.
is that enough time for us to drop these people off and get the ship repaired, or just enough time for the drop off?
It'll only take 2 days, or actually, it won't even take 2 days.
Oh.
It'll take 2 days from the dry
Alright.
dock to get to the station. So, I mean, and it's going to take you 16 to 20 hours the rest of the day to get to the dry dock. So, after those 2 days, 4 days to get back, so you'll have from the 11th to the 23rd, 12 days to do whatever you want to do. You know,
I'm just trying to figure out if we can get the ship repaired before we come back.
ship's going to take, 3 weeks worth of repairs?
So no,
No.
Okay.
not quite.
But if we can rerouting, that won't take 3 weeks. That'll only take, I'm guessing, a few days. Maybe not even that. So that we can
routing.
be combat ready enough if necessary.
Getting it combat ready will take you a couple of hours tops. It's just it won't be it won't be like, because you're just getting the weapons up and running. You're not getting the evasive maneuvers and stuff like that. You're taking power from one to run to the other because your power plant's damaged. You're basically going to have one or the other. You're going to either have mobility or you're going to have weapons. And in this situation, mobility won't really count for much.
I would also like to point out that the grav
we're
flyer
just
is
hovering
equipped.
high enough in the air that they can't hit us.
The grav flyer is equipped with an HMG and an anti-vehicle laser.
Jesus Christ.
So the grav flyer,
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, I bought an HMG and an anti-vehicle laser and mounted them on that.
Oh, so do y'all want to just stay there with the grav flyer?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Luke can operate the gunnery, and I can fly the grav flyer. So if you guys, if we take y'all over and drop y'all off and come back with this, if anything happens on this primitive ass planet, me and Luke can be the demigods that we were born to be.
Oh, fuck yeah. Plus, Luke's gonna pack some survival rations and all that shit.
So I suppose the question now becomes, if they can just take that ship and be more than okay, do we still fly back to try to do the Star Chaser stuff, or do the three of us, me, Amara, and Theo, fly on to get the ship repaired?
That's,
Well, see, the grav flyer is still going to be within range. So in an all-out assault, the grav flyer might not be the safest, whereas the ship will be.
Granted,
We could
yeah.
we could get away.
Well, the thing is, we don't know what kind of weapons that they have. I think. Jake? Did you mention
They
that
have
they could?
weaponry that can pierce power armor.
Yeah.
Well, in the form of a mono blade.
Spear tips,
Yeah.
arrow
mean,
tips.
This thing,
Which they
it's
can
not
throw.
it's
And
not
a lucky hit will
But the question is, are those things capable of punching through weapon grade armor?
Yes,
Or I mean, vehicle grade. And yes,
yes, they are.
okay.
You can totally leave them here for a while, and they'll be perfectly fine against any skirmishes that occur.
Just
But
if there's a
there's
mass
a full
assault.
war force of Night Stalkers coming, I don't think it'll be safe enough to leave them with just the grav flyer. I think we might need the full help of the ship for that.
Like
I'll-
we can
Also, something to think about: the power armor and the grav flyer run on B batteries, which have a
So-
limited operating time.
So
And we don't have
There
many
is
of
that
those. We
too.
only have one B battery in the locker.
well, I got
I bought extras.
Oh, yeah, we all have extras.
But
Well, you have
the-
extra A batteries. I think you only
No.
have the one extra B battery.
No, I bought
two,
batteries.
remember?
Oh, you bought
No.
extra batteries for the grav flyer. Never mind. I'm sorry.
And we
And-
found some.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll be good for the couple days it'll take you to get the people up there and back. But for the full stuff, we'll need the Star Chaser.
Plus, you might need the your heavy hitters when you go to anywhere that might be hostile, because right now
Exactly.
you haven't seen Theo in combat, so you don't know what kind of capabilities he has. But it'll just be the two people who are primarily not combatants in combat now, if it comes to combat.
What Luke's a combatant.
Yeah, but
But they won't be with us.
Melma and Imara are not like heavy combatants.
Oh, you're talking about on the Star Chaser. I thought you were talking about.
I'm talking about y'all if y'all decide to go from here to the space station.
Right.
That, there might be security measures that you have to battle and stuff. So that might be a smart idea to not go to the space station and,
Without, the guy in powered armor who kills things.
without the two people you have
We
that are really
have
good
to
at
go
shitting
to
people.
the station in order to do the full repairs, or was that something we could have done at the dry dock?
Oh,
Couldn't do at the dry dock.
okay. I think I've been confusing some things that you may or may not have. You may have not. Yeah, y'all haven't gotten that far yet. I'm sorry. Strike everything I said about a station. There is no station. What station? Anyway, never mind. Never mind.
I thought we'd already
Well,
known
there is
about
a station.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, either way,
We
it sounds
know
like
that there
we're
is a
dropping.
likelihood that they're
now
So-
the dry dock is where you've got to go to get repaired. Yes.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Can we do partial repairs in the
That-
time in between, like take a week and do some repairs while we leave them there for a little bit?
That
Or does it all
that's
need to be
something
done at
you
once?
need to discuss with the people at the dry dock. Once you get
Okay.
there.
Well, we can maybe do that when we unload.
Yeah.
All right. So we're splitting the party in two very different groups.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to hand wave the 12 hours that would take for you to get from 4 to 2 or where you're at. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And you
That
are
works.
landing at the dry dock on 2. And you get a hail on the bridge. I'm guessing at least one of you is on the bridge.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Amara would probably be there.
All right, so come in, Star Chaser. This is This is Station Delta. This is Station Delta. Commander Grimm speaking. Is anyone out there?
Station Delta, this is Star Chaser. How can I help you, Commander Grimm?
Our scanners are picking up that you picked up our scientists.
We have them all in tow.
All right. I'll need you to land at Dock 3 on the southeastern side of the complex. You'll be meted by a welcoming party. Please do not bring any arms onto the station. I repeat, please do not bring any arms onto the station.
Copy that, Station Delta.
This is a pre-tech station, so they could probably tell I have a shear rifle.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, does that mean they could tell I have a
That makes me
telekinetic
sad.
sling?
Probably.
That makes me sad.
No toys.
Luckily,
Me and
I'm
Luke are having a
always
lot of fun. Me and Luke are
luckily
playing
I'm
all the toys.
always armed and dangerous.
You just throw a couch at them. I'll set
Exactly.
it on fire for you.
I can't leave my mind behind.
Okay, you can drag your tokens out. It'll be Theo, Amara, and Melma.
Did I hear the message that we should not bring any weapon?
Yeah, I would probably. Well, I mean, you might even if you're not on the deck, I would probably relay it to you. Like, we're going to be boarding the station. They asked that we don't bring any weapons aboard.
Yeah, my weapons are pretty obvious, so you probably wouldn't let me. Even if I show up armed, you would probably tell me again. Okay.
Your weapons are about as subtle as a heart attack.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how subtle those are to start with.
So the question is, does Theo actually show up with weapons?
Well, no, because it makes sense that you would tell me. Even if I did, you would see me before I would unload, right?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, depending on whether or not you brought weapons, depend on what Melma might say to him.
Initially, I will be armed, yeah.
So yeah, she'd probably stop you and she'd say, like I said, they asked for no weapons. Don't worry though, Theo. I'll keep you safe.
All
You think he
right.
trusts you?
I mean, she has that total like that big like sleazy smile too.
It's
With
fine.
Everything.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go put my weapons in. And I have quarters, right? So I'll put them there.
Yeah.
15 minutes later, Theo's back at the dock. Well, I mean, gun belts. It's really hard to tote them. You have to distribute them evenly because of, the bullets weigh a lot, and if you don't distribute it right, and, so
Fair
he has to take all those chained bullets off of him and set down his 500-pound heavy machine gun. And
Sorry. That was harder than expected.
Yeah.
Plus, he's
It
kinda
looks like
fucked
it
up.
would be.
It really
Are
is.
you all right?
I'm fine.
he also takes some drugs while he's in there.
Shh, don't tell them. They won't notice. Twitches.
You got any more of that moon sugar?
Oh no.
Speaking-
I should have stayed
Did
there
we
to
try
get
that
some.
before y'all left?
What?
No, the moon sugar was agreed to be used in the celebration of the victory.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Oh. I thought it was in celebration of our friendship.
Well,
That's gonna be after.
you might have a celebration before they get back that you get to try some.
Stingy ass cat people.
It's sacred.
Remember, you're going to be there for a little bit.
That's true.
Just don't piss them off.
All right.
Scout's honor.
When you come through the airlock out of the bay that you're docked at, The scientists immediately start coming off and start getting equipment to offload it off of your ship. When you come out of the dock, the airlock into the part of the main station, you're meted by a man about. Hold on, I have Pinterest pictures for these people.
Ooh.
Getting all snazzy.
Okay, so I didn't drop out. Everyone just shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a shorter woman, brunette. She's not like midget, but she's pretty close. She's probably about 5 foot even.
You just be careful now.
I love you, dear.
Oh, are you 5 foot even, Cheryl?
She's 5'2".
That's pretty short.
It's funny because I'm 6'2", so I'm a full foot taller than her.
Again, be careful.
What are you gonna do? Punch me in the throat through the internet?
You never know what I could be capable of.
You're 3,000 miles away. I'm not scared of you.
So
I can get
as soon
Hunter
as we step off the dock, I activate psychic harmonization as I meet these people.
Okay. Give me one second to find the next person.
I just want to say out of character while he's doing this that I love the Captain Melma character. I just want you to know that.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
By far one of my favorite characters that I've ever played.
I love it too. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, also, I want to use Omen. I might as well find out if anything bad is going to happen to me in the next 10 minutes as a result of landing on this station.
Okay, you're protected from psychic. You get +2 on your saving throws.
Also, whenever I meet anybody, I can determine whether or not they have any psychic abilities as long as I'm touching them.
Okay, and as far as your omen goes, you see yourself talking to them about something they want you to do in exchange for the ship, and you see like a divergent where there's 2 different paths you could take, and at the limit of your abilities, you don't see any immediate danger at either one of those paths.
Okay.
I'm Commander Grimm of Delta Station.
Reach my hand out, offer to shake his hand. I'm Captain Melma Sance of the Star Chaser.
It's nice to meet you, Captain Stance. This is Echo Galorian and Jace Gallifreyan.
Echo, Jay. I offer to
Jace.
shake each hand in turn.
Jace.
Jace. My apologies.
It's okay. I'm the head.
So any of these guys psychic?
No, they are not. Jace shakes your hand and he says, "I'm the head engineer here. Echo is the head of logistics and operations. Thank you for bringing our scientists here. Commander Grimm has informed us that you have a fully operate, or your ship has taken some damage, and is not at full peak capacity in operation.
That is correct.
Me and Echo would like to discuss some terms about fixing your ship when you have time. Commander Grimm is going to show you the rest of the station and the parts that you're allowed to go to. If you need any technical help or anything, just page me or Echo, please. And try your hardest not to mess anything up while you're on the station. Parts are hard to come by.
Of course.
And Echo and Jace, excuse themselves and go on.
All right, so I guess we follow the other guy.
Jace or Grim takes you down, shows you that this is the mess hall. As he's going through, you hear Marshall come online and say, "It is nice to have visitors on the station. I am Marshall,
Oh God.
the artificial intelligence of this station. I see that your ship is has severe
Like the nuclear.
damage.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's been pretty damaged. I lean into Grim and I just ask him, like, is it braked?
No, Marshall is not braked.
Yeah, there's a visible look of concern on Milma's face.
Not what? I couldn't make that out.
Braked.
Basically, it has no controls on it to keep it from going insane.
Ah. But it's with people, so hopefully that'll help.
That the pre-tech universe had of artificial intelligence. The only security measures we have with Marshall is that he does have a kill switch in case he does go rampant, and but that's neither here nor there. Marshall is completely 100% stable and safe. He's been the station AI for how long? 561 years, 57 days, and that's good. That's good, Marshall. We don't need the exact time. As you wish, Commander. Shall I wake up Commander Cody? No, that is not necessary. Have you woke up all the science or all the tech teams as per Jace's request? Yes, Commander. I have awakened. I have removed 25 technicians from cryostasis, along with the 50 security officers. That'll be enough, Marshal. Now, please limit yourselves to the mess hall and the the guest quarters. The guest quarters, you'll find there's a suite of rooms. There's enough to house 20 people, so I'm sure the three of you will not have a problem. Jason,
No, if necessary, we can bunk on our ship. Guys, I need to take care of something really quick, so I'll be right back.
all right. Echo and Jace will come to speak to you a little bit later about arranging for having your ship repaired. But in the meantime, I have a request of my own. I need to know how you knew about this part of the system.
We didn't necessarily get it from the AI. We got some information from
A crash pretext shuttle.
yes. We got word that there was a station from other information we gathered. Not necessarily from Odessa.
Yep. But he's asking, like, he's trying to
So
figure
she did
out.
give us a lot.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out if a person told you, if you scavenged the information. That's basically what he's wanting to know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we scavenged the end.
All right, that's good. With guests, we get guests probably once every 25 years. I've only had guests twice in my, I've only had you as my guest for this 10-year cycle that I've been awake. I've been on this station for 560 some years, alternating with other commanders of the EFF or EEF. So when we get visitors, especially after the events that separated all the different systems, killed a lot of psychics. Luckily, we're very wary about how they came about finding us. We would prefer it if the system remains a dark system until we're ready to expand trade and such as that.
Okay.
I imagine the EEF hasn't survived.
I have a question for them.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of medical facility?
Yes, we do. Are you injured?
Yes. I have brain damage.
You have brain damage?
I do. From cryo. So I thought maybe you can help.
Oh, that's Marshall. Yes, Commander. Wake up Dr. Cross and get him to assemble a medical team. This man has brain damage from cryosleep. As you wish, Commander. Process will take 6 hours, 21 minutes. Thank you, Marshall.
Wow, thanks.
When Dr. Cross gets awake and gets his team up and running, we should be able to fix you up. How long? Do you know how long you were in cryosleep?
Approximately 20 to 30 years.
That's a very long time. But
I'm
it's still not.
Well, I think we established that it was actually 10 years because you had skipped forward in time 20 years.
Wasn't it still a total of 50 though?
Yeah, it's still a
I
total
don't
of
remember
50.
if it was total of 50 or 30.
So yeah, maybe
There was
well,
there was a 37-year time jump, but then the remainder the other 13
Okay.
years were in
13
cryo.
then.
So that's
Okay.
that's not without. I mean, that's a long time, but it's not impossible length of time to be in cryosleep. Why do you think you had brain damage? Why do you think?
I don't really know. We'll share what medical knowledge I have of my condition with your doctor if you want.
All right, that's fine. Yes, med bay is in habitation. We'll get you special clearance to get through there when Dr. Cross comes through.
Thank you.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, young lady, you look like you are a mechanic of some sort. Am I right in assuming that you are the ship's mechanic?
talking to Amara?
Yes.
Yes, I would be the mechanic for this and anything else tech related.
Can you tell me the capabilities of your ship? Is it? I'm guessing it can jump between systems, but is it got a? Can it jump between sectors or?
I don't know.
All right.
And out of character, nothing can jump between sectors, can?
Not in the current level of tech that is available.
Okay. So
Travel.
yeah, she'd relay that yeah, we have the drive 2 upgrade, capable of moving between systems, but not between sectors.
That's unfortunate. Captain,
Yes?
I've got a bargain for you.
Oh, I like bargains.
Currently, a quarter of our system is unreachable. Supplies that we desperately need to effectively start mining minerals and stuff to make repair parts and stuff like that, and trade goods are currently cut off from us. And we need them to repair shuttles and ships and things like that to get us back up to operating strength. So when inevitably the rest of the sector knows that we're awake and here, won't come and try and take everything from us. Like I said, we've had a few ships in and gotten some information, but we've made sure that we've made good deals with them to not divulge our location. But we need to get ready for the inevitable that does happen. I currently,
What's the inevitable that will happen?
people will come to our system and they'll want to take it.
Talk about outside influences?
Oh, yeah.
We're worried about a fleet of ships coming in and just saying this is ours now, after 500 years worth of effort has went into colonizing the 2 planets that we do have, and setting them up for production for agriculture and self-sustainability. And we're ready to branch out. We've got the people and the manpower to branch out to actually mining the asteroid fields that surround the star. There's several several trillion tons of unrefined minerals and metals in those asteroids, or in those asteroid fields.
Yes, there's a lot on that planet as well.
Yes, that's also one thing that we are eventually going to try and work with the Andori people to try and set up a trade agreement with them for minerals and metals. But at this time, there's more than enough for several lifetimes to be mined out of the asteroid fields. The inner ring, of course, is what we want to try and mine first. But as I said, we need the supplies to do so, and those supplies are currently cut off from us because of a AI that is it's gone rogue.
Oh, good.
That tends to happen with unbraked AI,
Wallace is braked.
and yet he's gone rogue.
Yes, he's gone rogue. Currently, his...
Well, he's not braked very well, is he?
Ma'am, I would remind you that you're on a station by our invitation, and there is no reason to be rude or cruel.
Yeah, she's not.
Oh, come now, Captain.
There, so I can make snap comments.
You are about to ask me to do something for you. Are you not?
Yes, I am.
So how is it we can help you?
Wallace currently controls a quarter of the securities network that spans this system. And Wallace has reverted to his base protocol of secure the supply depot until he can reestablish a connection with the EEF. And he's been in that mode for about 80 years now.
Aren't you the EEF?
We are a portion of the EEF. He's waiting on confirmation from the EEF command. Confirmation I'm sure will never come.
Indeed. So you need us to do what? To shut him down or to reason with him?
No, I need you to go to the security station, the forward operating station, on a couple of days' travel from here by your ship, by my estimations, and reestablish Roland's link. Roland is the head security AI for this system. Once he's back in place and Archimedes is back in place, Wallace will either back down or be shut down.
I see. That sounds
Amara is
incredibly...
keeping her lips shut during all of this, by the way.
Okay.
That sounds incredibly dangerous, Commander.
It shouldn't be dangerous. We just don't have any ships that can really maneuver through the asteroid field to get to the station. Your ship, on the other hand, has that capability.
Yes, but our ship is also not an authorized or recognizable associate of the EEF. So how would Wallace react to such an incursion?
Wallace wouldn't be able to touch you that close to the security station. He currently has control of his portion of the security systems, which covers a colony that we had to abandon because of his interference. And it doesn't... The security network is set up where there's fail-safes, so the inner supply depot is set up to run and operate its portion of the security system the security network when the security station goes down. Currently, the security station is down and not transmitting and cannot override Wallace's control. Wallace's sphere of influence is well outside of, Wallace's sphere. We're well outside of Wallace's sphere of influence, and the station is as well.
So this is practically just a delivery. We go to this place and we deliver command of the security to their connection to this Roland AI.
Roland and Archimedes went dark about 60 years ago when the 7th planet exploded.
Oh, so you want us to repair them?
They're most likely in a deep repair cycle. They probably need to be restarted, and then they should be running fine. But our sensors show that the station is still fully operational. It has a few hull breaches and such as that, and some of its crew did die, but most of them were put into emergency cold storage, and the station went into a repair cycle, but it is still in that repair cycle 60 years later. So that tells me that something is preventing them from being repaired or coming back to full operation, or they were jarred loose of their AI sockets.
So I think when Grimm mentions that there's breaches on the station and that people were forcibly put into cold stasis, I kind of turn to Theo and I just kind of smile and I say, "Oh, look, you're not the only one."
I will point out that he did not say forcibly. He said emergency.
Oh, emergency, yeah. But either way, Melma just turns to Theo and says, "Oh, look, you're not the only one."
Theo
And
smiles.
I take it that you are the came off of that ship floating out in the outer asteroid field.
That's where I was found in cryo.
I'm sorry to hear about that. We it wasn't outside of our sensor range, but it was outside of our comm range, and it was definitely outside of our shuttle range. We just don't have the capabilities. We keep having to take parts off of the Mage Chaser to repair our shuttles because we don't have access to the supply depot and the parts we need to fully repair our one ship that can get out and maneuver that far.
Hey, it's all right. You're still kinder than most, and I'm gonna look at Melma. You're gonna heal me, so that's very generous already.
Of course,
I just smile sweetly.
and we'll do that there won't be any haggling on that. Your health is an important issue that we would never hold against you. It's a trade or bargainship.
It's already more than enough.
I hope that your thought is that there will be no haggling whatsoever, because there are some things that we should probably negotiate here, considering the potential risk involved. You do want us to go on a ship that's onto a space station that's been emergency cryostasis, has hull breaches, has deactivated AI, has rogue AI. There's going to be some dangers involved.
There are no rogue AI on the station.
I'm sorry, what would you call that Wallace?
Wallace is at the supply depot on another planet entirely.
Of course he is. So I mean, this talk of AI, it's a little bit above my head. I think I'm getting things confused. Either way, there's dangers here, and I'm sure that you can recognize that.
Marshall, pull up a star map, please.
Technically, Amara could be helping, but she also doesn't want to let this person know how much she knows about the system.
Yes,
That's why she's.
Currently, we are here at this triangle. This is the supply depot. Wallace has control of this quadrant of the system. As he orbits the sun, more of the station, more of the planets come into his range, but not enough for him to devastate them or wipe them out. One is too hospitable to have any assets on. 5 is where we have our big colony, our agricultural colony. 4 and 6 are alien life forms. 3 is our abandoned colony because it was too close to Wallace. We stay right outside of Wallace's range when he floats around, and the station in the asteroid field is kind of static. It doesn't really orbit as it used to, but it still stays outside of Wallace's current, sphere of influence. The station is here, located in a heavy mass asteroid ring. And yes, it does have hull breaches. Took place in like cargo areas and other areas with basically bulkhead doors that led out. I think the bulkhead doors not being as strong as the hull of the station gave way to some heavy asteroids.
So tell me, Commander, what level of resistance do you expect us to encounter in the course of trying to help you with this problem?
Mostly environmental problems, as far, flying through the asteroid field. It's very dense, and trying to get to that area especially is very dense because of the moons and such that died with the planet. I'm very surprised that the station wasn't completely vaporized, but Archimedes and Roland seem to have gotten the shield and ablative plating up to full capacity on the side the planet exploded, and it just knocked it off course. You might run into some problems as far as security measures, but I will give you a code that will, and ID chip that will let you get by all of those.
Okay, so assuming that you're correct and that the dangers are what you described, then what are you offering in exchange for our help with this job?
Repairing your ship.
And the health of my friend here?
Health of your friend is free.
Oh, okay.
We
so
would do
repairing
that.
the ship.
We would do that regardless.
So then my next question is, what are you prepared to offer us if it turns out that I'm correct and that there is a level of danger here that you are not accounting for or anticipating?
Repairing your ship.
See, that's where the issue comes in. I really feel like if I'm correct and that there is a level of danger that's unaccounted for here, that my crew and myself should be duly compensated for the additional risks that we took in the course of helping you and your people. Additional risk for additional compensation seems to me an amenable agreement to be struck between the two of us.
I have made my offer with my terms. If you do not wish to accept them, you do not have to. I've explained to you the reasonable risks that you would run into, and I have given you easy solutions to them. I don't know what you are expecting, but we've been cut off from the rest of the systems or we've been cut off from the rest of the sector and the rest of the galaxy or universe for over 500 years.
Well, see, that's my concern, is that you've been cut off, so your information could very well be outdated.
Yeah, about the sector outside or outside of our system. It's very much out of date, I'm sure.
Oh, Commander, I feel like we're at a bit of an impasse here. All I'm asking is for what I would say that all I'm asking for is quite reasonable. Is that if there's additional risk, that there will be additional compensation. If you are correct and there's no additional risk, then the agreed upon offer would certainly stand. I wouldn't expect any more from you, but it's certainly not unreasonable from my perspective to say that if we do in fact encounter more than you were able to prepare us for, that going above and beyond that should be rewarded above and beyond.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I'm offering you a great deal. Parts and supplies are hard to come by out here. I've explained to you why.
Oh, I understand, but the thing is that the repairs that we need to have made, we can do them on our own. It would certainly take longer. It would certainly be less convenient, but we could get our ship repaired sufficiently to get out of sector without your help. Now, obviously, we'd prefer to have that help. It would make things go a lot smoother. We'd like to establish a good relationship with you and your folks. It seems like you certainly could use a lot of help out here, and we'd be more than happy to help you in any way that we can. All I'm asking for is for what I would say is a fair deal.
No, ma'am, you are trying to extort us in exchange for making a profit on our suffering. I'm afraid I can't.
Oh, Commander,
comply.
that is
But
very harsh. That is very harsh.
I can tell you
Let's
that
just
if
slow
you
down here.
complete this mission for us for the station, which I am 99 to 100% sure will have no lethal or harmful side effects to your crew, then we can talk about other things that will be more profitable. Right now, I'm asking for the repairs done to your ship.
Commander, Now, see, Commander, I just want to quickly point out that that's what I'm talking about. See, you've now extended an olive branch. You've offered me something more. You've offered me the potential for more business, for more interactions, for better profitability by doing a lesser profitable thing now. You know, I'm glad that we had this negotiation between us, Commander. We will gladly accept this mission. And it was a pleasure conducting this negotiation with you. And I'm going to extend my hand and offer to shake his hand again.
He's going to look at your hand. He'll shake it and say, "You know when to pull out when you've been beat. That's smart sense." And he turns on his heel and walks away.
I just smile sweetly. I think as he leaves, I just look back to Amara and Theo and be like, I don't know what he's talking about. I won that negotiation, clearly.
Theo's face is not gonna change.
Amara
at
just
all.
gives a look like, right. I am not saying anything more.
For what it's worth, I didn't
care
think you were
about
being
Rishi,
unreasonable.
That's all I care about.
All right, so there we go. I guess we can head back to the ship then.
Who wasn't being unreasonable?
Nelma wasn't being unreasonable. I mean, think about it this way. If somebody asks you to deliver a letter,
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Except the thing is,
Well, you pulled that.
Melba was being offered the complete and total repair of her ship.
which
for
we are
exchange.
totally capable of doing on our own. She's right. We didn't need help. We had a plan. We could manage it on our own.
Amara,
We're basically doing them a favor, and she felt like her crew security was in danger, so she was trying to work up a more profitable deal in case of danger, not even if there wasn't danger. I got what she was doing. It makes sense.
That's the thing, yeah. As I was saying, is if there's additional risk, I just expect you'll ante up and pay more when we come back.
And that guy was a total douche about it. He was like, "There is no additional risk, so suck a dick." That's what I heard.
Pretty much.
yeah, that's exactly what was said. There was no other things like being stranded in a system cut off from the rest of the universe for 500 years and low on supplies because a rogue AI is holding them hostage. You know,
Hey,
there's
and
totally no mitigating factors there.
And we're more than willing to do anything that we want to help. We just want to make sure that, and I get where Melma's coming from. She just wants to make sure if she's going to dedicate her resources and her people to trying to help these people out, that it's going to be worth our
Equal
while.
pay for
Otherwise,
equal
why?
work.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. All right.
I totally got.
She sounds
If
like
somebody
Bella.
asks you to deliver a letter, and you ask for a gold coin for it, are you being unreasonable?
Are you really?
No, not
So
really.
what happened? I went and did something.
Jay's giving me grief because I shut down Melma's extortion.
I didn't even get a persuade roll. I'm very sad about that.
And it was not even an extortion either. It was literally, she wasn't asking for more regardless. She just said, if it's more dangerous, I expect there will be more to this. That's all she was
Well,
saying.
here's the thing.
Yep.
It's either we do this or we never get out of this system. So
No. Jake already established that we could do the repairs on our own.
Nah.
No, I said that Amara could get it up and
we
running.
have the material.
Yes.
We already we already salvaged what we needed to fix the ship.
No, you did not. You salvaged enough material to get
No.
the ship up and running. Not drive capability.
Well,
He didn't know that.
apparently Melma and I heard something totally different, because I was under the impression that we had everything we needed to fix the ship. It would take time and we needed a dry dock. That's all I knew.
That's what I was. That's what I was under the impression of. But even still, he didn't know that we didn't have that ability.
Yeah, he did.
Whatever.
Well, that sounds like metagaming.
I know that sounds like metagaming, Jake.
Yeah, totally. Pretext sensors can't give a full diagnostic on what's damaged on a ship. Nah, that would never be able to happen. I don't have whisper rolls where I went through and saw what they would possibly know about your
Well,
ship.
as far as I'm concerned, Melba still came out on top because she did get him to confess to, oh yeah, if you help us out now, there'll be more later. See, he wasn't saying that at first. He was just saying, help us and we'll fix your ship.
Except he said that the Echo and Jace had jobs for you as well. But you know, it's okay.
Like, in hindsight, I didn't hear that at all.
I'm just me as the space master, I know that once you got over to that station and you stubbed your toe, you would come back and say, "I demand."
Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm writing that guy down in my notes as douche nozzle.
That's perfectly fine. His job.
All I'm saying is I have an Argus web and I have people that know how to video edit.
All
so
right.
he will get proof that there was more danger on that boat than he anticipated.
Exactly. But no, he's got a very limited resources. Just some background into the character. I have a whole scene written out where he's talking to the AI, but when y'all enter the system, but I didn't read it. I should have, but I didn't. But it breaks down to you enter the system, and I did describe the room that was dark with the system map dropping in and you flashing on the beacon and stuff like that. Well, the next part of that scene is Marshall grabs his attention and he comes to the operations center, and there him and Marshall have a discussion about the ship, and Marshall makes a scan of the ship once it gets through the asteroid belt and it can get a little bit more of a clearer signal. He rolls a 10 on his scan to see what is damaged, and he knows that your warp drive is damaged. That's one of the things he discovered. So Commander Grimm lays out a plan for, we have scientists that need to be moved to the station, we have a rogue AI that needs to be taken care of, and we have some other things that need to be done. Maybe we can convince this crew, if they're not complete and total murder hobos, to do this thing in exchange for what we can give them.
Which is basically, we can get out of the system alive.
No, he fully intends on giving you more than that. It's just right now he doesn't know if you're just a bunch of murder hobos. That's why he woke up 50 security officers.
Oh, yay, little does he know.
Exactly. So he's taking full precautions, and Marshall has asked him several times if he wanted wanted Marshall to wake up Commander Cody, and he's been adamant about no, not yet. Don't wake up the old man just yet, not yet. But he's woke.
If that happens, it's probably all hell's breaking loose.
It's not good, but he's woken. Originally, it was just him awake on the station by himself with Marshall. Now it's Marshall, Grimm, Jace, Echo, Cross is being woken up with his technicians for that surgery, and then 30 security officers, Jace's team of people to repair ships. He's doing things in preparation to help you people, but he's being very, very hard ass and tight nosed about it until he figures out exactly what kind of people you are.
Douche nozzle.
Well, now he knows that I'm a person that cares about my crew and getting their just payment for the things they do.
And in his notes, we'll try to extort you. Be careful.
So I just after he leaves, and I confess and I announce to the other two that I thought I won the negotiation, I'll just look at them and say, well, he said it's only a few days out. Should we? And he thinks that there's going to be no issue. Should we go there and flip the switch on this AI, or should we head back to the cat people?
Well, I have surgery.
Your armor guy up in front, if there is something with an issue with the AI.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's telling me
I
it's
kinda
100%.
think I
There's
wanna
no
have
addition.
Our gunnery, because Amara's probably going to be like, once she's out of earshot of Grim, she's gonna probably be like, if Wallace has already gone AWOL and the other ones are dark, there is the likelihood of problem. I would rather have our gunnery crew complement personally if we're going to take on this job.
Are y'all having this discussion on the way back to your ship?
Probably out of earshot of any of the people from the station.
I'm not sure I want to go back to the ship yet.
Oh well, that's true.
Well, wherever we are, that's out of earshot of people at the station.
That's probably going to be back the way you came, because Marshall can hear everything.
Oh.
But you
Freaking
dealing with
AIs.
AIs would know not to just like, yeah, I don't trust that guy. Maybe we should kill him out loud, or anything like that. You've dealt with enough AI to know not to, they've probably got it going.
Really, all Amara would be saying is, I foresee the potential of problems. I would prefer to have our full crew complement. So Marshall would be able to hear that, but wouldn't be terrible if he did.
Okay. Marshall pipes in, repairs are already being made to your ship as we speak. Your gunnery weapons should be up and running by this time tomorrow. There's a hold order on your drive repair. There's a hold order on your drive repair until after you've completed the station, but other than that, your ship should be fully repaired. Probably by this time tomorrow. I can give you the precise time with mitigating factors for human error, if you would like.
Amara, at first, the look on her face is going to be something akin to, what the fuck, they're touching the ship without us there? But then she's going to relax a little bit, like, okay, that makes things easier. After tomorrow, we can get our rest of our and go fix the station.
Jace believes that he should be able to improve your efficiency and output by 20% by the time he's finished with the repairs.
20%
That would be
sounds.
helpful.
That sounds at least as a fifth better than what we had.
It would be precisely a fifth, Captain Stance.
That's Sans.
Stance.
You're very smart, Marshall.
I'm actually programmed and coded with human emotion emulation and can detect sarcasm, Captain Stance.
Oh, that wasn't sarcasm. I could help teach you some
AIs are not
sarcasm if you'd like.
I have crossed for that.
Very well.
I think the last thing this place needs is a sarcastic AI.
I think that's exactly what this place needs.
Edie was pretty good. She picked up on it. You remember the God, what was it she said to Shepard? Something about killing all the humans. And then she goes, that was a joke.
Yeah, I
When
know.
Shepard just looks like, oh dear God, why? Considering Edie has a history of doing that, it's not wrong of Shepard to be worried.
Commander Grimm has allowed me to give you access to all of the workshop and guest quarters. But I am instructed to monitor your movements.
Oh, we're gonna head back to our ship. We can stay there while you guys work on your repairs.
It would be advisable not to be in the dry dock while repairs are being made. You're
May
free
I
to
ask
do
why?
so. You are free to do so as you wish, but
Definitely going to be working on helping fix the ship.
being in the dry dock, if they have to depressurize or pressurize the dock, could cause problems with anyone aboard the ship. I would suggest wearing vac suits or Atmo filters at the very least while in the dock, or having one handy just in case they have to depressurize the dock for any kind of repair.
It's okay. We got some vac skins and shit.
Well, maybe we should stay here on the station then.
And Amara's probably going to be trying to help with the repairs anyway. So she's going to be working there. And then making sure that all of the rooms are nice and locked, including hers with the warbot.
Okay.
Well, Marshall, if I'm stuck on this station, can you direct me to my chamber, to my quarters, please?
The guest quarters are approximately 20 meters to your direct south. You can have any of the 20 rooms inside of the guest quarters.
Marshall, in your approximation, which room is the best room?
Most likely the commanding officer's room in habitation.
Marshall, in your approximation, which room is the best room in the guest quarters?
None of them.
I think that's when Melma mutters under her breath something about smart ass AI and goes to the guest quarters.
Amara,
Yes.
if you are to be assisting Jace and his crew with repairing your ship, I would suggest going and talking to him directly.
Will do.
Theo,
Yes.
Dr. Cross will be awake in approximately 6 hours and 11 minutes. Until then, you're free to roam about the station, but I would not go too far from the mess hall or your quarters. If you're suffering as severe brain damage as you say, it would not be wise to be off by yourself. And although I will be monitoring you, I will not be there in physical form and will not be able to provide medical assistance if you go into a seizure or a fit.
All right, I'll go take a nap.
The best guest quarter is the farthest southeast room of the guest quarters. There you'll find a full-sized bed instead of a double, and a full complement of the amenities for human beings.
Thank you, Marshall.
You're welcome, Theo.
Can I have rolled some kind of a search to see if I had found that room on my own?
Yeah, you can.
What would that be?
Perception wisdom. Nope.
I guess I just took the first room I could find.
Yep.
Wait, hold on a second. Don't I have perception successes better?
Yep. But you didn't roll him. Or you didn't add him before you rolled.
Oh, that would have caused a complication anyway.
Yeah. All right. While they're doing their random stuff that can be played out in vignettes and stuff like that later, because I don't think it'll require any rolls. Let's pop back over to the planet where people are getting high. I mean, hey!
Well, Luke's too busy making sure these people know not to point the gun in their own faces.
Speaking of which, make me, both of you make me individual. Well, you can assist each other because you're working together to train these people how to fire firearms, right? Dom,
Yeah.
you're there too, right? You didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are on the planet's surface. I need y'all to make me. One of y'all can roll the roll, and one of y'all can roll an assist. But I need a weapons projectile roll.
Okay, who has slightly better?
What's the attribute?
It's going to be intelligence.
All right, my int's gonna give me a +1.
Okay, so yeah, I'll roll to assist.
Okay.
But, hold on, what was it? Projectile, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm a 1 on that.
So I'll roll intelligence to assist.
You nope. No, you don't, because this is an assist. All right, so you're unassisted. Luke's not the greatest with projectile weapons. He just knows that end goes towards the enemy, and he can break one down and clean it, but he's not that fast at it.
Okay, so I'm doing a combat projectile weapons check, not an instructor check.
Right. There's an instructor?
Yeah.
There is an instructor skill, yes.
Did you take it?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, if you took it, then yeah, you can use your instructor.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's not as good as my combat projectile. That's why I was asking.
Use whichever's better.
Actually, you don't even need to roll if you have instructor. You can just instruct people up to your level of instructor level.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you don't even need to roll.
There you go.
You can get them up to a proficiency of 0, but, you know, that's good enough to not shoot themselves.
I mean, that's enough so that they know how to operate the weapon.
Yeah. Now they need to be able to operate it, effectively and shoot and target practice and stuff. Give me a roll for that projectile, and let's see if they're going to get any bonuses when it comes down to the Night Stalkers.
And it was not assisted.
No, it's not assisted. But they're going to be good. But
Oh my
holy
God.
Jesus! All right, so
Dude.
that's 4 successes.
All right, so I'm going to tell you something, pal.
All right.
Are you ready? Hold on to your seat. Because me and Luke have got these guys trained. They're I mean, now mind you, they're no SEAL Team 6, all right? But I would like to say, and Luke, I want your input on this as well, because you are a part of this. I would say that we train everyone with a base efficiency for the weapons, but I would like to say that we have had a little bit of extra time with a few of them to help out as far as an instruct the instructor kind of situation. So I would like to say that we made a couple of these people efficient enough to be able to help the others to learn as well.
Yes. So basically, we make a couple commanders. I guess.
Okay. There's a few.
We're probably already commanders
Yeah.
in a sense.
They were probably just the best pupils.
Roll me a D10, and that's how many instructors you trained. I'll add +1 to it. You trained 5 unit commanders, basically.
Oh, good.
That's good enough.
That's very good, actually.
Out of 200 and some odd people, yeah. I mean, they can start training more people. All right, so let's say right now we have worms and we have well trained. Do you want to use 2 more of your successes and tell me something else?
I don't know, because I don't have anything else that really comes to the combat projectile weapons. I'll just bank those 2.
How about we teach them how to set up a really good defensive positions?
Well, I thought about that, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the combat projectile weapons. That would be more of a tactics role.
Yeah, that's going to be a tactics role that's coming up next.
Which, you know, I totally agree. I thought the same thing.
Thinking, we figure out a pretty good defensive layout for the village. I can try to assist with tactics, or do you want me to try rolling for it?
That's up to you. If it's going to be another int roll, I've got the +1 on it, but I've got a 0 in tactics.
Well, I only got a 0 too, so, and I have no bonus to int.
Well, it's up to you, man.
These are going to be intelligence because you're trying to figure out how to connect with these people and explain to them in the way they'll understand and stuff like that.
I can, or we could just both try to roll and have our own little sections. Like I try to roll up defensive positions, whereas you try to roll up how to bottleneck them into kill zones.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. So Luke rolls tactics defensive positions.
All right.
Woo.
That's a success. That's an ordinary success, though.
Yeah, but you know, it helps.
Yeah, I'm just making sure for my
Oh
notes.
my god.
And
I'm having a feeling this is getting better and better for us by the minute. So I guess we can coordinate the defensive positions to line up well with the bottlenecks.
all right, I just dropped y'all into the tribal village.
I
I'm
see a
just
bright green
making it.
square, and that's it.
Yeah, well, because they're built into a side of a plateau. The green box is the plateau.
All right.
It's probably about 250 feet to the top. And it's not perfectly square shaped, but you know, and it's about that wide. It's pretty much a big block.
All right. So
You're
I'm
look-
guessing there's
You're
some
looking
natural-
at it from the side right now.
All right.
There's stairs that wind up, you know, sort of. Can y'all see the blue line as I'm clicking?
What blue line?
That answers it.
There we go.
There's stairs that wind up the side of it, but you can see that there's been places cut out into the side of the plateau, like Adobe Pueblos and stuff like that. And then at the base of the plateau, at the base of the plateau, there's like a small, like, gathering area, like a big bonfire pit, and like crude fencing and stuff, and some small mud clay huts and stuff like that, and then one big one. You can tell that this is where they gather and drink and make merry and stuff like that, because there's more room down here than in cramped Pueblo housing. And it's kind of like a big semicircle.
All right.
All right, so with that knowledge, you're doing defenses, Luke, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the best place to plant the defenses is, of course, on the stairs.
Yes. That's kind of that helps a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of a natural choke point.
Putting machine gun embankments or firing nests at the top of the stairs, and then walling it off so people can't just run around, you know, and wreak havoc is the best thing to do. Like probably at every landing have firing nest. That way they can fire out at the ground and down the steps and up the steps and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, let's not let them shoot up the steps.
Yeah. But, you know, it's the best defensible positions for what there is.
Yeah. All right. And I can get a team working on that so that we have some cover from their slings and arrows.
Yep. All right. Now, Dom, again, with 4 successes, tell me where you want the choke point to be. We will make up terrain.
Oh wow.
We got like a bunch of spots for choke points that are super easy to make choke points.
All right. So just to make sure that I'm understanding what I'm. God dang! I just had like a stroke. Did you hear that?
Yeah, no.
So this is the blue line. You said is like a path that goes up to the top.
Yeah, you're looking at it like a side elevation.
I got you. All right.
The blue stairs goes all the way to the top of the green box, but I didn't want to. It's just a winding stair that crisscrosses back and forth across. And as you get higher up, the narrower the steps get, like the narrower the plateau gets. But you get the gist of it. It's wide at the base, and then it narrows up into a conical kind of top.
All right. Three-dimensionally, so three-dimensionally, you're saying that this road winds around the plateau, right? It's not like a zigzag stair that goes up one side. It winds around it.
No, it's on one side.
And that is the only way up.
Yes, there's holes for ladders and stuff on the opposite side, but they don't get used very often.
Well, dang, I would say if they can find like a couple of points where it turns, like over on the sides even, to where they have a spot where they can get groups on either side of the path up high.
All right,
Where they can,
I'm going to draw a top view. It's not going to be the same scale, but just bear with me. And again, I'm drawing big boxes instead of what it actually is shaped like. So just think of that as the like outermost at the very bottom of what it is.
because basically, ideally, what I would like to find is where we can get the maximum number of people with a safe distance above the target where they can unload and they can only come through one direction. I mean, basically by making it one path up, you've made it a choke point.
Yeah.
So really, I can't really ask for anything.
All right, so what I've drawn, the green is like terrain, natural terrain of the land, like rocks and dirt and stuff like that. The green line at the very bottom is where it there's kind of a path that goes down into the, like, it's not really a canyon, so to speak. It's just like the level gets lower as you go down. And, you know, you've got some jetting structures that are up on both sides. And back this way, that's just supposed to be an arrow. Back that way, it's just a really big arrow. Back that way, the level rises up to probably, when you're at the top of that hill, probably about even with the third rung of ladders or of steps going up the plateau. So additionally, there's a choke point right about here, or right in the coming down before you get to the gathering place at the base of the plateau.
Right at the taint, just above the penis. Yeah, I got it.
Yep. So that's a choke point as well. But you can tell me with four successes. With 4 successes, you can tell me what features that makes it even easier for you to fuck the night stalkers over.
A completely unclimbable surface and natural cover and concealment.
That'll do it.
Okay, I got well-trained worms that burrow under the skin and are venomous. Let's see. And they can be diluted in alcohol to make the best damn alcohol ever. Well-trained militia and instructors, 5 instructors. Natural cover and concealment, and unclimbable surfaces. Does it sound like everything you've used your successes on so far?
Sounds like the best damn ambush you could ever ask for.
Uh-huh.
And booze.
And booze. Yep, that sounds about right. Is there anything else that you can that you two can think of to set these people up and get them training or doing anything?
Well, how about get anything that they don't absolutely need at the bottom up in the more defensible top area?
Okay. Yeah, they can start doing that. It's going to take them a while, probably more time than they have to move everything to the upper levels from the lower levels.
We still have the ground flyer, right?
Yeah.
Or the grab flyer?
How about we do that?
Yeah, we could help them then.
Oh yeah.
That'll move shit real quick.
Give me a you can assist Luke because you do have vehicle grav. Give me a grav vehicle check, or whoever's got the higher make the check, the other one assist, and it'll be with dexterity. Because these are kind of narrow, and the grav flyer is kind of clumsy.
Okay.
With Dex, I'll be at a +2. What about you?
I'll be at a +1, so I'll roll to assist. Damn it.
Did
It's
not.
all right. All right, we're bonding. That's what's important.
Back it up a little bit farther. Too far. Oh my God! Shit.
I am a machine.
All right. Do you want to use 2 things? Do you want to tell me 2 things? Bank 4 successes.
I'm out of shit to tell you anymore. I'm just gonna bank them. I don't have an imagination to come up with shit, Jake. That's what you're here for.
All right. Well, if you'll give me 2 successes, I can give you a couple of things that I can.
Okay, fine.
All right, bank 2, and I'll keep 2. All right, you're so good at this that you help them make. They come up with the idea of you flying them up with materials, and they make little sniper nests outside a reachable position for the Night Stalkers. They make a couple of them where they have direct line of fire down the steps, but they can't be reached, and they can duck behind cover outside of the steps.
Jesus.
They make a couple of those, and then at the very top, they set up a. Can y'all still hear me, or did I take my? Okay. At the very top, they set up a ammo dump and retrieval system. So they just conveyor down with ropes and pulleys. Because of your help with the grav flyer, they can get materials up there, and they can make a little dumbbell that goes down to each side where they can drop ammo into the different stations.
There is one last thing we should try to do, and that is find a way for them to drop rocks down the staircases just to fuck with them.
Oh, they've got that handled. That's a standard defense.
I was kind of hoping, like
at the top of each platform, they've already rolled out several boulders that are positioned with sticks propping them up to just. They know how to defend their homes. They're just happy they're getting new technology to use to defend their homes.
And it should be fairly effective.
Yeah, they should fuck these guys up.
I mean, even if they didn't have the guns, all this extra stuff will probably be pretty useful.
Oh yeah, if they just had bow and arrow with the fucking rolls that Dom is getting there, is just fucking ridiculous.
So what do we? And I don't know if Luke would want to do this as well, but since we've been interacting with them so often, would it be possible for us to attempt to have tried to pick up, just like a few basics of their language ourselves?
Yeah, make me an intelligence linguistics check.
I shall
Or
also
language.
try this.
I mean, I got a -1 on that shit, but it would be really cool to have spent all this time with them and actually learn something.
Yeah, I'll try it, even though I'm not very good at it.
I mean, it's like being.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh my God, Luke knows things. Luke, you
Both
have 2
ends of the
successes. So you have you can say, "I know this stuff," but you're
You
not
can-
going to know their complete language. You got
I
enough to
probably
communicate.
know very much about talking about hunting and battle, but probably not so much about their social shit.
Yeah,
you could have used that success to say that you
Maybe
tutored
even
me.
storytelling, since that's involved in battles. That's how the tribes people would probably communicate such.
But I could probably get by basic day-to-day stuff, if not their more complicated shits. However, their battle shit, I know.
yeah. You can get
You-
by. You can get by day to day, and you say, "Fuck Dom, I'm not going to tutor him if he can't figure it out for himself." No, I'm not going to.
If I use both successes, can I tutor them?
Yes, if you use both of your successes, you can tutor him enough to have basics, and you'll have pretty good tactical, language with him.
I will do that.
All right,
Because it seems useful for us to both be at least get the basics down.
Dom, you can cuss in Khajit.
Yes.
So we might not be as good tactically speaking, but we can still talk to them, so that's a lot better than nothing.
Yep.
So I guess I'm gonna put down knows basic Khajits.
There we go. And also under yours, Nathan, put down that you know tactical phrases in Khajit.
I just put basic Khajit and then in parentheses mainly curse words.
Yes, basically. Have you ever worked with Hispanics?
Yes.
All right, imagine working in a shop with them for 3 years and you pick up a little bit of their language that they teach you and say to you and stuff like that. That's what you know.
Okay, so it's like you know enough to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
That sounds perfectly fitting for Dom.
Wait, what did I learn with the thing I was doing?
You've picked up the basics, but with that complication, you think the is actually something else and it throws you off. So you're a little bit behind them actually.
I'll go with
Plus, you
reverse
did spend
basic.
several days tutoring them and talking with them.
Yeah, but so I'll write reverse basic Khajit.
Yes.
Good.
You've got some vowels mixed up, so when you're actually trying to say thank you, ma'am, you're saying fuck you, bitch.
Perfect.
Whoa.
Hey, complications are great. Roll more 7s.
I'm
Well.
amazed I got so good. Like, that's about as good as I could get.
Yeah, that's funny. He's gonna do that shit in front of me and Luke Luke's gonna be like,
Dude. So, these Diet Stalkers might be a little fucked now, which is very nice.
okay.
They'll be even worse off when the ship arrives.
Dude, I really wasn't committed to these guys, but at this point, after working with them, and it seems like based off the roles, I'm gonna say that Dom has really connected with these cat people.
Oh yeah. They
Oh,
love the strange sky person that can't speak Khajit, but can cuss very well in Khajit.
But knows how to say penis jokes.
Yes. I mean,
It's,
they're
it's almost like he's made friends.
Don't you go there.
I mean, it starts with friendship.
Don't go there.
I'm just saying that Dom is getting very close and getting very cozy with these cat people.
As long as nobody sneaks in a marriage ritual, you're not gonna get what you want. I know what you're going for, and it's not gonna
put
happen.
anything past this group.
And you better not sell me to them either.
Now, come on. Why would you even think that Melma would be thinking about doing that and planning intricately exactly how much you might be worth to them?
Because Melma has seen me import and knows how much I'm worth to her. Grav flyer with an HMG and an anti-vehicle laser.
Oh, they're not going to leave you with that.
Oh no, but what I'm saying is, in one visit to a star system, I made enough money to buy those things.
And if they make enough of a trade deal, they could just buy those things without you.
Look, all I'm saying, Dom, is just because we sell you to them doesn't necessarily mean you won't be coming with us. It just means you're going to be bringing more with us, just like you did before.
All right, so let's get to the moon sugar.
All right, so we're at the
Spice.
cutoff. We're at the cutoff. We'll have to pick up with moon sugar later because we still got to dole out XP and talk about where we're going to be at and what vignettes are going to happen over the next 2 weeks. So,
But
I know we'll
moon
save
sugar.
it. We'll save it. We'll save it. It'll be great.
I know something Luke will definitely
We'll
want to
get to
do.
open with it next time.
Exactly.
Luke will definitely want to do some personal sparring one-on-one with the other warriors, see what they're like.
Oh, and I'll definitely. I've got character sheets or war NPC stats made for the 3 different races that y'all know about so far. So that's totally possible. Let's see. Everyone gets 750 experience for being here.
Woo. I unfortunately didn't have any goals, so that sucks.
From what I remember, the goals that came through, I don't think
Neither
anyone
did
had
I.
enough time or enough screen time or were in the right circumstances to complete any of them. Except I do believe that Dom did not offend any of the
Wait,
feline
no,
people.
I did complete a goal.
Yes.
We got Melma to help the kitties.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got that 500, and
So
Dom
Dom-
got his 750.
So you're gonna say right here on record that Dom made contact with cat people and managed to not offend anyone.
It's make a luck save just to see if
Damn it!
just to see if you offended that one person because of a penis joke. That one mom with a
Oh,
you offended one person, so I'll give you 500 XP for it.
Should have just
I
kept my
should've-
mouth shut. If I hadn't said anything, I'd have had 750.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would have. But I'm glad you said something because you are making me think, and I'll give you an extra 250 for making me think and trying to stay honest.
No, it's okay. I don't need freebies.
Okay, good.
I need freebies. I'm like 50 away from level.
Well, I'm coming to you. I'm handling the 2 on the planet. For creative preparations for these people to fuck up their enemies, I'm giving both I'm giving both Luke and Dom 350 experience.
yes!
All right.
From that, you could tell I definitely leveled.
So that should be 1100 experience to you two.
Should I roll my hit points now?
Yeah, go ahead.
My 5. Okay.
Also, each of y'all, 35 XP.
Holy shit!
Wow.
I almost doubled my HP right there.
Way to go, man. Way to go.
Nice.
All right. So,
All of this is really helping you out.
Dom and Luke also get 150 XP for learning the language.
How much?
150.
I just want to point out that JD is practically setting himself up to be the guy that wakes up from a drunken stupor with a cat bride.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
just
that
throwing
is-
that out.
No. That is not what it says. It says right there very clearly, but not marrying cat ladies.
30.
But here's the thing: that's until Jake decides to throw in a complication, which he does have related to the cat people.
Then I take that back.
Well, actually, I have several complications
I hit
that
the
I
delete
can.
button.
I think right now my total tally, because I get to use my complications wherever, because I don't get as many successes as you get as you get, or you get more successes than I get complications. So I get to use my complications wherever, and I've have 4 in this system that I've been itching to use, that I've been trying to find a good place to use them. And trust me, the thought has crossed my mind. What's your last name, Dom?
He doesn't have one.
So you'll just have to take hers. That's fine.
I mean, nobody even really knows his first name.
Our Mrs. Dom. I see that in your future. But anyway,
No,
let's get
Dom's
to
not mature enough for marriage.
That's fine. Let's get Cheryl. Cheryl, of course, you get the 750 XP for not freaking out that people were touching your ship and immediately dashing off to fuck them up. I'm going to give you an extra 150. That took a lot of willpower.
All right.
And for not bringing up the AI, I'm going to give you an additional 200.
I can hold on to it, actually.
She knows when to keep her mouth shut sometimes.
Sometimes.
Better than other people on board.
All right, so that's going to be the end of Amara. Melma, you get the 750 XP, of course. No, you cannot. I'm afraid not. It says specifically skill rolls. So that is not, HP is not a skill.
It's kind of a skill if you look at it and how many punches you can take to the face.
You get to add your con mod
Yeah,
to each dice.
For each level. So that's an additional 5 onto that.
Well,
Okay, so P.S. I spent 2
It
of my
would be
skill
if
points
my
on
con
banking
wasn't
the
0.
third one.
what now?
I spent 2 of my 3 skill points on banking the third one,
Okay.
just as an FYI.
You're level 5 now, right?
Yes.
So you can have level 2 skills.
Yes, but I already spent my skill points.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, if you're level 5, you can have level 2 skills now.
I have an attack bonus of 2 now.
Of 2? Are you sure it's not 1?
Yeah. Right there. Expert. Attack bonus and saving throws.
It's-
level
it's
5 through
2.
8. 2.
It is 2.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have an
weird.
attack bonus.
It doesn't go up by 1 point each time. It skips up to 2 at level 5.
Huh. That's
Amara
cool.
Knight's awesome. It's a thing.
All right. All right. Melma, you get the 750 XP, of course. You also, for not causing an incident and knowing when to back down and not, or when to win a negotiation with words and RP, I'm going to give you an additional 250.
Woo! That means I level.
Yep. All right, and that'll be done with Melma. Theo, you get the 750. I'll give you 150 for learning the base language reversed. And yep, that's it for you. Sorry, man, you didn't do a lot, so
I like the and. Yep, that's it.
I'm looking at my notes to see if you hit any more high points. Every time y'all hit a high point, I jot it down, then assign an XP value to it. So
Okay. So,
and that should be it. All right. So while I'm thinking about it, or while we're all here and can talk, depending on where I'm going to be at next week, I don't think I'm going to be in the shop because my detailing job's picked up a lot of stuff.
nice.
So I may be back in the office. I may be able to set some vignettes up while I'm at work and stuff. But just in case I'm not, just if you do any vignettes, try to set up the scene by saying, "Oh, scene opens on," and that way I know where it starts and where it stops. Scene opens, scene fades. That way I know where it stops and starts, and you can each get up to 250 experience points from doing vignettes, 50 per each one. Just don't rely on me to be an NPC because I may not be able to make it this week.